even unpack.
Well,
what's that?
Jodi, I have stuff to share.
Oh, I love it.
I feel like today I feel like really excited this morning. I just said to Jodi, I had such low energy getting out of bed this morning, but now that we're here and talking about all the yarn and stuff, I'm excited.
It's actually, when people say, like, I didn't have a knitting friend, so I watch you. I had a bad time, so you help me, forget about stuff. We find that exact same thing because it is true. Some mornings you're less motivated.
Yeah.
But the second I get here, I'm like jazzed.
Right. I totally feel the same. Jazz hands. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Shayla. Good morning, Michigan. Good morning, Laurel.
We're the Grocery Girls.
I'm Tracie.
I'm Jodi.
And we're so profesh. Who the heck are we?
I don't even recognize ourselves.
Who are we? It's so funny though that anyway, when we did Craftsy, we introduced ourselves on off our needles. And it's like, as soon as you say I'm Jodi, it's like boing. It's like,
I know, right?
It's a rhythm. It's like we're in the rhythm. But we are knitters.
Can I just say that wasn't even rehearsed?
No. Who's got time for rehearsal? Oh my gosh. But we're knitters from Canada.
Yeah.
We're in Alberta.
I know you wish you lived here.
Still no snow.
But cool.
We're totally not getting into that.
Yeah.
Let's have a little bit of a distraction day.
I am having a great morning so far. Listen, you guys.
Did you just roll out of bed?
No. But I'm my worst enemy. Because I get out of bed and I wanted to knit an inch on my hat so I can show you guys this great colorway. And then I 5 more minutes. Oh, yeah, I've got lots of time. I got out of bed. I could have gotten ready 100 times this morning, and I'm rushing in here with 2 minutes to go.
What were you doing? Just
I
laying in
leave it
bed?
to the last minute. No, I got out of bed.
That's not like you.
And knit. But then I ordered Maddie a new phone because her Bring It Back is done. So I thought, I'll do that now.
Everything you think takes 5 minutes takes 10 to 15.
Right.
Yeah.
So here I'm thinking I had all this extra time like I always do, but I'm under the wire. It would be weird if I got here early.
I would
just say
listen.
that.
I was not ready early, so thank you for not coming early.
Okay.
I barely got it together, thinking I'm barely going to be ready before Jodi peels in on 2 wheels. And speaking of ordering funny things, you are not going to believe what I ordered last night. I still looked at my email this morning, going, "Yep, I did. I ordered that."
Did you do it when you were half asleep?
No, but it was an Instagram ad.
They get you. It's targeted towards you. So
and it's
totally
holiday
get
related.
That.
And I'm like so ready for that season. And my brain is there. And it is adorable and hilarious. And I have zero regret. And I can't wait to show you. And I will show everyone.
I should bring next week, you guys. You reminded me. I'll set it aside. What I thought I was getting compared to what arrived at my house this week.
Good.
An Instagram holiday light something.
Jodi, are you saying that things are not represented the way they actually are?
I'm hinting to that. You wait and see.
I have never heard that before with an Instagram ad.
Can I use your lipstick?
Sure. Good morning, Star. Good morning, Amanda. How much do we love this? Last week you showed us the really great budget-friendly.
It looked terrible.
No, it did.
Well, I chose the wrong color.
Was not good. This is the other end of the spectrum where I bought this.
I wish I'd bought this color.
This is Fenty Beauty's. It's like their gloss bomb, but what do they call it? Gloss stick maybe now? It was new. Listen, I was shopping and I got it was a total impulse purchase, but it's one of those keeps your lips from being dry things, and that's why I bought it. So basically,
colored chapstick.
Colored chapstick. Anyway, I like it. It's gift worthy. How about that? I would buy this as a stocking stuffer or a gift for someone.
Yes.
Because it's a beautiful treat yourself thing.
Yes. And
it matches.
I also brought my Jones Road. It's one of those colors that I think would look really amazing on all skin tones.
I think so. It's by Rihanna. It's Fenty. It's called Is It Fussy? Is that what it's called? Is It Fussy? And that's the color. Can you believe I've got to take my fucking glasses off? Anyway, gloss stick, I think. Rihanna is a genius. We love you.
Oh my God, isn't she?
Nobody does sparkle like Rihanna.
Maybe Amanda, but that's a very close
The
second.
knitting version is you guys. I can't even. We're going to share new colors of Mega Bling.
Yeah.
And I'm already dreaming about things to make.
This is, did you put bronzer on?
Yeah.
It looks really beautiful on your face.
I feel like, thank you, but I do get that comment. Do you have bronzer on? Like,
You know why? Because I look ridiculously pale right now. This is me, 0 tan, 0 bronzer. I feel so much better with bronzer.
Okay. I have just a little bit of a powder bronzer that I put on.
I forgot that step this morning. I'm like, just a minute here.
You know, it's funny.
I did bring my Jones Road. You guys, you're in for a treat.
Okay.
The new stuff. Anyway, I want to say hi to more people. Who's here?
Oh my
Who's
gosh, you're
knitting
so
with us
funny.
this morning?
You're so funny. And maybe it's tomorrow. Hi, Australia. Tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
It's super early in the morning. Thursday. My week's completely messed up.
I actually think it's like
Because
wee
this
hours
should
of the
be
morning.
Thursday.
I know.
I'm going to go scold my dog.
I was going to say I'm going to go murder your
I
dog, but that
don't
wouldn't
know
be nice.
what is going on with her. Like, if she would just come down here and sit and be quiet, great.
Right.
No, she wants to look out the window.
Could you put her in your room?
And bark. She's
Not
in-
right now, but like, is that an option?
Sure. It might be just further away for her to maybe
Right.
not bark. And actually, she might just go back to sleep because she was on my bed.
It's 3:30 a.m.
Well, we see you, Australia, and we love you. And everybody else. Where is everybody? Good morning from Arlington and Sweden. Good evening. Did you have dinner already? What was for dinner tonight in Sweden? I don't know what I'm going to have tonight.
Westminster.
I made my literally world famous chicken pot pie this week. Or maybe neighborhood famous, family famous.
No, you can say world famous.
In our little world, it was famous. And I did my chicken pot pie this week. And it was ridiculous. It was so good.
I can imagine that savory comfort food is so good when the weather turns.
Yeah.
Who likes a canned potato? You guys.
I never buy them. But yeah, they're good.
I used to make the deli chicken pot pies. It now comes pre-mixed and you add your real chicken, but
Yeah.
it like the creaminess and the veg and stuff and the potato comes mixed. But back in the day when we started the program, you had to mix everything from scratch. Campbell's mushroom soup,
Frozen-
or chickens, frozen veg, but canned potatoes in a pot pie. That's when I was
I
introduced.
I never think of buying them. I've never once bought a can of potatoes.
You
But what a
guys, they're
time saver.
They're good. Listen, I wouldn't open a can of potatoes and serve them just like that.
But in a
You
casserole
could. Yeah.
or camping,
Yeah.
listen,
Your chicken pot pies.
totally, it would totally work.
It was good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It was.
I saw it
anyway.
at Walmart the other day and thinking, oh, I love a canned potato.
Do you? And
Yeah.
okay, you've said this to me before and I completely forgot about
I
it.
also love a canned mushy green bean.
Oh, I love canned French green beans.
Mm.
Reminds me of the dinner that, like, a million years ago, Mom would make, like, mashed potatoes and the beans and maybe sausage for.
Listen,
maybe that's what I'm having for dinner.
Do you know what I made last week? Cornflake crumb breaded pork cutlets.
Oh.
Mushroom soup gravy, mashed potatoes, and canned
with,
green beans.
I do that with chicken.
That's
quite
a
a
mom
bit.
meal. That's comfort.
That's maybe what I'm having for dinner tonight. I'm going to do
so
some chicken
good.
cutlets and salad and stuff. I'm
know
going
if-
to go banish my dog.
I can barely see through these
I
glasses.
don't even know. Do you want me to bring down glasses cleaner too?
No, I have them. That's why I'm digging through the bottom of my bag. You guys, it's so funny that my keys weren't on my counter this morning, so I had to dig in my purse to get my keys to leave this morning. I almost forgot my knitting, and it happened to be in my purse this morning. I feel like I got to give myself a little extra time in the morning so I don't feel so frantic. Anyway, I think I remembered everything today. I got a manicure yesterday. You guys, I seem to go between like the natural nude colors, because last time you guys remember it was like nude with sparkle, and then I go the extreme. This is kind of like a black plum. But I go between this color lately and then the really light kind of soft color with sparkle. Now, if only they made a really dark sparkle to go over this. Are you going to wear that right now?
I'm also going to suggest it as a gift knit, but
I
yes, I
love
might
it.
put it on.
So I did so much homework yesterday, you guys. We wanted this episode to add, because we're right in the thick of it. I'm sure a lot of you guys already are thinking of or casting on gift knitting.
Yeah, some people do.
Yeah. So I have a
Which
ton
we do.
of pattern inspiration.
Yay.
We also have some pattern inspiration because
We do.
Tracie has minis. I have mini hat. Like we have so many things to suggest.
Oh, mini, our little pattern?
I just think those are great.
I've got them
gift
right
knitting.
here, too. Let me grab them.
And you know why? Because they're small. You can even add because everybody loves a little knit something, right? So even if you don't want to commit to, the bigger accessories, or God forbid you're knitting garments for people, but
I think
I thought that's fun.
A little knitted, like mini whatever. Mini hat,
Yeah.
mini sock, mini
That's
whatever.
yours before we forget.
Oh, thank you.
So I, you know what? I'm excited to come back here,
awesome.
even though we were here last week.
Me too.
Right?
Although I did say to Mom, that's a different pace. Like you would have to be different coming every week. It's got to be the different type of thing, but it's all good. I'm happy.
Yeah, and I don't even feel like the pressure to have more knit. It would just be like,
Just different.
yeah, we can have like a 2 hour every week rather than 3
2 hours, Jesus.
or an hour. Yeah. Anyway, an hour and a half. Okay, so
it is what it is. We just go through what we've got on the table, and that's how long it takes, right? Hello, Val.
I want to send some well wishes to our friend Lisa Can down under.
Yes.
She has had a hip replacement this week.
Yes.
She's keeping me posted.
Good.
I'm so grateful of all the people that reached out that said and gave info or words of wishes or anything that they could think of that would help me, because I'm grateful for your messages.
Let's all cross our fingers and hope Jodi gets a phone call next week.
It's going to. I'm going to get a call in the next 3 weeks.
Okay. Well,
I
we're
know
all
that
going to
for
wish
sure.
for soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the sooner it happens, the sooner you're well, right?
Dr. Joyce, I just sent your package off.
Oh.
Thank you, everybody who shopped our free shipping weekend.
Yes. Thank you.
We were able to get all of the packages out, and hopefully you're going to be excited with some mail. And
It's
you guys,
true. The shop is plumb stocked with what we think is awesome gift ideas or treat yourself.
I do have one thing to add to the Grocery Girls thing this week.
Ooh, I haven't seen that.
We just got this yesterday. I couldn't even lift this box.
It was so big.
It was so heavy.
Because the book was big. Because
These books are big. The chunky knit is a chunky weight. But let me tell you guys, I haven't even cracked the spine, but this is going to be good.
let me tell you, picture this coffee table and a little stack of the 52 books, like 52 of the easy knits, 52 socks, 52 shawls, and this, and just kind of have them on your little inspiration from wherever you knit. Oh my gosh.
I can just tell you, just by quickly doing a quick thumb through, that you guys, this is going to be spectacular. Spectacular.
That's out of this world.
I feel like this
I
is going to
can't
be
wait to look through that.
a giant inspiration, what's to cast on next episode.
Oh, wow.
You guys, this would fall really nicely into the category of, gift knitting. If a garment is what you want, chunky knits would knit like that.
Or maybe you just want a new sweater for yourself and you don't have time. There's a time crunch. You want to wear it for something?
Yeah.
Chunky knits.
Chunky knits.
The way to go. Actually, I'm so excited to share all the things I've been knitting this week.
That could have been my Instagram handle.
What? Chunky knits?
Oh, I love it. So did you have a good week?
Yep.
What'd you do this
I
weekend?
can't believe it's been a whole week. I don't even know what's been going on. The whole weekend, it was funny. You said, you and your husband should go away because he's never home Saturday. He's never home on a holiday Monday, but he was this week. We went to a movie.
What did you see?
It was terrible, so I'm not even going to.
Come on,
No,
give it.
It was that Hugh Grant scary one.
Really?
Jodi.
I'm not even
Watch
sure
it
which
at
one you're
home.
talking
Yeah,
about.
no, I didn't even really know what it was
Okay.
about. But we were just like, I don't know, there's nothing on. Let's go see. But in the on the way home from that movie, I bought tickets to go see Gladiator when it opens. It was like, okay, no, this is going to be a really good one. But we just did little things, like little jobs kind of around the house that Like all these things, like cleaning the oven and cleaning the fireplace, great, and all these weird things. And then in between watching movies and just hanging out at home and being cozy.
Because that's
And
nice.
It was a really nice weekend. What did you do on yours? Kind of worked, hey?
We got back into it full on Sunday.
Yeah.
So Friday is really a really fun day for me because we always do coffee and then I always do lunch, Blaze lunch.
And we went for brunch.
We went for brunch on Saturday with Amber.
I had the kids over for dinner. Let me tell you, I had a great weekend.
I had a great weekend.
Yeah. And the weather was chilly, but not terrible.
Packing,
it was kind of fun.
And pulling and packing orders, although I do make errors, I already got it, is one of my favorite things. I love it.
I know.
Anyway, so it was a great
is a great fun thing to do.
Great fast weekend.
Good.
You know what? I feel like I could be a lady who lunch, and I think I've mentioned this before. I enjoy going out for lunch.
Let me tell you, people, if you are here in Edmonton or if you come to town, there's a little restaurant not far from where we live called Happy and Olive in this little neighborhood strip mall. It is quaint and adorable, but the food, and it's convenient. Like it's super easy for us to just go there for coffee, which is stellar coffee.
Oh, you guys, spectacular espresso.
Like, so good, but everything is so good. This is, these people have had several restaurants. They know what they're doing. The food is unbelievable. I had life-changing quiche this weekend. That's what I did this weekend.
It was so good.
Jodi, it was the fluffiest, creamiest.
Yeah.
I've never had a quiche with that texture.
I had the same lunch. I had the exact same lunch. And I can appreciate somebody who serves a tater tot at breakfast. Yeah. I think tater tots are upscale, low scale, whatever scale.
Whatever you want to call them. I'm a 10 out of 10 tater tot fan.
You know what was served with? Lemon garlic aioli.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was so good.
But it's just a neighborhood restaurant, which I think is even more important to support these things. But every time we've gone, breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything's amazing. So that's so people are like, oh, we're coming to town. Where should we go? Happy and Olive.
Do you know why I love lunch? Is because the commitment is midday. I'm always most of the time I'm going to be out of bed. But if you commit to a dinner, you're like, oh, I could be in my pajamas by now.
I'm a lunch over dinner person.
All the time.
And brunch? Yeah.
And what if a restaurant serves lunch and brunch?
Well, then they're my favorite.
Anyway, it was so good.
It was a fun weekend. It was very nice. I hope everybody else out there had a fun weekend. I started new knitting projects. Like, what's not to love?
I know. Ooh, Caitlyn Hunter's new sweater came out.
Oh.
I'm gonna show it. You guys, if you haven't
should just
seen
show it now, because now we're...
Okay, so Caitlyn, it's called the Barn Dance.
Yes.
And it is an all-over colorwork sweater, although I have seen people only knit the yoke as colorwork and not the little extra blips. I'm not sure if it's in the pattern, but I think I'm going to knit mine with mohair and fingering for the body and spin cycle for the...
That was going to be my question, because I got the text yesterday. Jodi's sent the pattern. I'm knitting this.
Okay, let me just tell you, it's a DK weight pattern, but it's a 20 stitch gauge.
So there's so many options.
So there's so many options to
knit.
I
think that is DK. Like, to me,
no, not but. Yes, that is a
Yeah.
DK weight. Although the spin cycle is dream state, it's very squishy and easily can be knit to this.
I also think, isn't that stunning?
Yeah.
I also think her color palette's really beautiful. It's showing off the color work so beautifully. And she must have used Spin Cycle too, it looks like.
She did. What I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you a couple standout for me. Oh my God. Margot Sheehan.
Oh.
Of course.
Of course.
Hang on.
And the short sleeve. I'm totally all over the short sleeve.
This is Margot Sheehan's. Her color choice is impeccable.
Ooh, I love that.
Right?
And I think it's really valuable to see other color palettes, because maybe Caitlyn's initial color palette's not your inspiration, it's not your jam, it's not what you like to wear. But then I see that magenta and navy and I think, okay. I see myself in that.
Do you remember that?
That's Elaine, isn't it? No.
Do you remember that sweater, you guys, that I showed you last time? What's Caitlyn Hunter's one with the squares? The newer one that came out? And remember I showed you the one that sweater that she kind of like it looked like a watercolor.
Yeah.
She did this is the same.
Same lady.
Same lady.
Same maker. Oh, wow.
So she's put together her like
it doesn't even look like the same pattern, really.
She's melted away with her
and many colors of color work, in that center section.
Mohair, I can't remember if it's mohair held double or not. I'm going to show you some Instagram inspiration later today. She's somebody, if you guys are on Instagram, you need to follow.
So who is she? Tell us.
Her name is Linsky.
If we go to her and then hit her Instagram, we can probably get her.
Okay, I'm going to show you right now. I might as well because I'll end up forgetting. But I did a bit of a deep dive with the hashtag.
Oh, her name's Lindy.
She says painting with yarn. She's from South Africa. She's got 3 or 4 boys. She's a prolific knitter. You guys,
stress management.
I've never seen someone's Instagram feed like this.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Wow.
Like it's sweater after colorwork. I think she's a big test knitter, but so if anyone wants inspiration or people to follow, please follow this woman.
It's fun sharing. I hope other people don't mind seeing their work on here because it's really fun to share and see this kind of stuff, right? Which is why I love following the hashtag that's
what I did.
For a pattern. If you're kind of on the fence and think, I like it, but follow the hashtag, you'll be inspired, you'll see everything that pops up, and use the hashtags when you make your own posts, right? So that people can be inspired by your stuff too.
That's how I found a couple of the sweaters I'm going to show you today.
Okay.
That I just followed the hashtag.
I'm so excited by that.
Yeah.
Do you want to share what you're knitting or wearing?
You do first.
You're so bossy.
I don't even remember the name. I have to look it up. You remember it.
No.
Okay, I'm looking it up.
It is. I'm the worst with names, but I remember everything about the sweater. Okay, I'm wearing a finished garment today, which is very.
I'm gonna go get a Tish. Because Tracie
I know. I did this last time too. I don't think I have anything.
Tracie's not allowed to bring cups.
Oh, here's some paper.
No, Tracie.
What?
You talk about your sweater.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go get a tissue.
Okay. Thank you. It's just a little drip here,
And
but
put salve on my burn.
This is the Sailor S top by Joji Locatelli, which it is in testing. It's not out yet, so just put a pin in it and remember it for later. It is a sleeveless top that Joji knit or designed. I think it's just a few inches of positive ease. It's a DK. Oh my God, I should have my details better. But she designed hers in a linen, thanks, Jode, a linen blend yarn. And as something like a top to be worn on its own, like a summer weight top. So part of the magic for me is all of this texture is just faux cables.
That's crazy.
Not actual cable. You don't need a cable needle. And the shaping, like under the arm and stuff, is so perfect for around your neck and around here. And I feel like it's just the perfect thing if you are going to wear it by itself, that it's designed for that. Like the dimensions are just perfect for that.
To wear without a t-shirt.
Yeah. It's called a top, right? Like it's a top. Not necessarily a slip over or vest to be worn on top of things. You can do whatever you want. I made mine in wool, so I knew I was going to do that. And I have worn it with a little, like a collared top. We'll just peek out the top. It's just a t-shirt today, but it's called Sailoress top.
It's very pretty.
And I'm sure it will be out soon. And I knit it in felted tweed, Rowan felted tweed. I will have a pattern page or a project page on Ravelry at some point. I just haven't got there yet. Nice light little layer.
It is it's so cute. And actually, I was just saying to Tracie, this she knit with a little bit less ease than normal. It's really adorable.
I said to her, I don't know how I feel about this ease. And she goes, no, you need and it makes you think. You do need different silhouettes in your wardrobe. So I'm going to go with that.
So although you may not have a lot of garments with this
Yeah.
amount of ease. It looks really
Oh no,
nice.
I actually love it. And
Yeah.
knitting it was amazing. It is a fantastic pattern, which goes without saying when I knit Hohi's patterns. I love knitting her stuff. It fits like a dream. It is constructed so beautifully, and I would totally recommend it. And I would actually knit it again. So I always feel like that's a really good thing. Like, would you start all over again? Did you like it that much? Yes, I totally did.
Well,
I would love a dark colored one. You know, darker, like with a light
Was
tone.
this stash?
Yes.
God, my
Felt so
arthritis
good.
is so sore today.
You know, it's been humid, Jode.
Yeah, like
Right?
Yeah, I just doing this with my hands. Actually, I was also knitting, and this whole thing was like numb. That's an injury,
do you-
probably too much. Like whatever. Work.
I'm going to get you those gloves for Christmas. Those help.
Totally. Okay. Thank you, Bridget. She did say it was after the storm, Cardi. If I would have really thought about it, I probably wouldn't have remembered. But I pulled it up. This is by our friend Kelly Fowler, who knit this as a birthday gift for me. And she knit this in Durarum Natura's Ulysses, which is the sport weight. I'm going to stand up and show you guys. But I haven't worn this for a few months, and I pulled it out this morning, and it's coming with me this weekend.
We're totally the opposite. This is like not a lot of ease. This is like the slouchiest, coziest, most beautiful cardigan.
I forget when I put it on that
And you say this every time you wear it.
it's that good. Kelly's very thoughtful in the way she's designed this, and I'm going to just point out a few. She's added some, rather than making it just a square box, which is really great. It's got lots of ease. She was very thoughtful and extended the shoulder, so there was the right amount of ease with the body, but still had a nice exaggerated drop shoulder. She's also added the shaping here.
It gives you less bulk.
Yes.
With this, right?
Yes. She's also added the extra shaping here, so it covers the bust. So you're not fussing. Like some cardigans are like this and they're great. We love that. This one was designed to sit like this, and so you don't have to fuss because it's opening.
It's so good. I don't know why I haven't knit
Such a good
one
amount
yet.
of ease. This yarn, you guys, is dreamy. Dreamy. It's just getting nicer as
Super
you wear
nice.
it. I don't know if you guys notice, it's very, very subtle. These stripes are different colors.
It's really
How good is
beautiful.
that?
Yeah. I also think this would be super cute cropped.
Yeah.
Slouchy but cropped,
Yeah.
right? That you could wear over dresses and stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree.
We've always said from the day that you've seen this one that it is such a perfect, beautiful cardigan.
Kelly's, it's a really good contrast because it's super dark. This is the pattern.
Oh, that looks
photo.
so good.
Isn't that fun?
Yes.
I've seen so many versions of this sweater, you guys. This is something that if you like to wear a cardigan, if you like relaxed knits, it is so amazing.
And
So amazing.
I always think, I've got this giant stash. I always think to myself, do you really need to buy more yarn? But this Durarum Natura Ulysses is one that I've wanted to try for a long, long time.
Yes.
So I would, and it's woolen spun, right? So the
Yes.
whole cardigan's super light and cozy.
I
That's
totally
beautiful.
agree. I was just looking at some other versions of it.
Look how beautifully it forms around your neck and stuff.
You guys,
There's a lot of secret fit things going on in this cardigan that I think make it extra special.
Kelly had mentioned that she has test knit a lot of sweaters. She's a prolific knitter.
For
And
other
just
people too.
that's what I mean. For other people, she's
Yeah.
test knit a ton of sweaters before she even did this one. This was her very first one. So she had so much knowledge of sweaters and what she liked in fits and what she didn't like in fits and how to build the perfect sweater. So she took all of her knowledge over many, many years of knitting and put it into this sweater that it turned out to be a spectacular garment.
I agree.
And we would say this even if we didn't know Kelly.
I should get one of those on the needles.
I didn't knit this, but I can say as one that wears it,
Yeah.
it's really spectacular.
And what I meant by for other people, she also knits for other bodies, like family members. And so she's been making things fit for other bodies for a long time.
Yes.
And it was really interesting in the background. I remember when she was designing this and stuff, she'd rip things out a million times until she was totally satisfied. So I love that designer's backstory of that kind of thing. So we love it. And Kelly's really phenomenal.
She'll knit I'm going to show you this one. She'll knit a garment as many times as she needs until she's a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the pattern.
Yeah.
So
I highly recommend any of her patterns.
I'm just going to show this one just as a different kind of way to approach it. You like stripes, but you want a thicker stripe. Look what a different sweater that is.
Cute. And maybe that person wanted to use up stash and had single skeins, but maybe two of the gray. You can do this in many, many ways. You don't need to buy a whole sweater's worth of yarn.
Yeah. Even if you don't like stripes, you guys, but you just want great fitting sweater, you could just do it all over one color.
You totally could.
Yeah.
Or thicker stripes.
Yeah.
Like maybe you like,
yeah,
instead of one
so
row
good.
or two row. Yeah. It's gorgeous. It looks amazing on you. And it is totally cardigan season. I don't have very many cardigans.
I don't have many cardigans. And you know why? Because I like it to fit like this. So I'm not going like this.
Yeah.
I'm wearing, this has probably 15 inches of positive ease for me.
Whatever the pattern says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would make sure that I did at least 10 inches on my,
Kelly tells you the recommended ease in the pattern, and that's what this is.
Yeah. Well, this is probably bigger than I wouldn't wear now, but that doesn't mean that this isn't perfect. It's still perfect.
Always choose the ease that makes you feel good.
Yeah.
So if something says 12 to 14 inches of ease and you are not comfortable with that, choose the size that you are comfortable with because you're going to wear it.
Yeah. And I love this amount of ease.
Yeah. I think when you're building your sweater or knitted wardrobe or me-made wardrobe, it's good to have all of that. You need the slouchy knit, you need the ones that fit you, a more tailored way and a more slouchy way. I think it's good to have all of that.
I love it. We
all love it.
Are you going to participate in Andrea Mowry's knit a pair of socks in a weekend?
I don't think so.
I can't.
Only because I'm knitting gifts for people. It's a super fun thing, and I love the pattern. I love that broken rib that she chose to use. I'll knit the socks.
So it's coming up. It's Andrea Mowry's knit socks in a weekend.
Don't they do it over their Thanksgiving weekend?
They do.
Yeah.
So it's next weekend, you guys.
So I'm surprised because I think a lot of people are busy, like cooking dinner and entertaining and stuff. But you know what? I would rather be home knitting socks. So I love that idea. And people, it's really fun. She does a lot of those fun traditional. This is her tradition.
Yes.
Yeah. So people are looking forward to it. I love the sock yarn that she used, Candace's yak base from Farmer's Daughter Fibres.
It's beautiful.
Also, guess who's in Farmer's Daughter Fibres sock squad next year?
Are you?
And if you order now, if you get in now, I believe there's a journal that comes with your subscription.
Really?
I think so. Go check it out. Check out the details. I was in this sock club a couple years ago. The yarns are amazing. I took a break last year. I haven't been in a club for a long time. I love clubs. Like yarn clubs. So there we go.
Let me show you guys this. So it's a brand new sock pattern. It's called the Oxbow socks, and it's the 7th annual DRK sock challenge, and it starts next week. But let me show you the socks, you guys. They're really cute.
And I love the length of them. Like, I love everything about these. I'll definitely knit these.
Yeah.
And she extends that broken rib pattern through the heel flap.
Now, do you oh, it's so cute.
So they're super, super cute. And I actually, when we went to Farmer's Daughter, I brought home some of that yak sock from Farmer's Daughter. And I'm gonna wind it up. It's a nice yarn for whatever you want to make.
I just think those fun community gathering, building are so much fun.
They are.
There'll be some chit chat, I believe. You can find more information if you go sign up for her Andrea Mowry's newsletter or go to her Ravelry page.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun.
They're super cute. I'm glad you shared them. Do you have any knitting to share with us today?
I do.
Do you? Me too, Jodi.
Let me show you.
Me too.
So I not have a ton of knitting, you guys, but I joined in the round on my vest. So it's just a little bit of an update. I am knitting the Andrea vest.
The Audrey vest?
The Audrey vest.
Whoever.
By Sari Nordlund. And
Oh my gosh.
it is so beautiful. I'm knitting it in my own yarn, which is Frankie Gray Fiber yarn, in the colorway Mahogany.
Look at you go.
Do you know what's funny? Jordan listed it as monogamy. And nobody, well, a few people ordered.
Maybe they just thought that was the
At
color
first
name.
glance, it looks like mahogany, but then Jordan printed and she's like, wait a minute.
That's so funny.
So I've joined in the round, and now it's around and around. I think this would be this is going to be good
Travel knitting.
Travel knitting.
Super good travel knitting.
Because I read the pattern and the collar, even if I get through the whole thing, the collar and the sleeves are pick up one for one and knit your ribbing.
So just bring that needle or
Yeah.
Jodi, first of all, there's no way you're going to get through the whole body anyway, but
Right.
it's
but
fun to go.
Tracie?
But what if you listen?
No, I won't. But
You
what
never
if I
know.
felt like changing from boring stockinette,
Exactly.
picking up the collar?
I do that often, where I'll just be bored of knitting around and around and think, oh, I'm going to do this ribbing. I want to do the ribbing on the armholes. Jodi, this is spectacular.
It's 20 stitch gauge, you guys. So I'm knitting it with a fluff. Mine is a Surrey alpaca cashmere held with fingering.
I can't wait to start mine. Color is so beautiful on you. It's something you've not worn, which I love for you, that this is a new color in your wardrobe.
But like denim, jeans,
Classic.
white t-shirt.
And it just reminds me of like leather boots, brown leather boots, and a great leather. Like, it's one of my favorites. And it's funny because I was always like, I don't like brown. Well, there's a whole gamut and spectrum and warm and
never
cool
said that.
and light and dark. And it truly is. Like, I am so drawn to this. This looks beautiful.
It's that beautiful reddish brown that I am gravitate towards. I don't
So
love
good.
I love browns. I don't love choosing them to wear for me.
And it just also depends what you put with it. Like, you put this kind of blushy color to or whatever with it. Like, of course, a crisp white or a pale blue like this looks so good with brown. Anyway, it's awesome.
See?
It does. It looks so good. I have a blue collared shirt, and it goes with everything.
Yeah.
It really does go with everything.
So
Jodi, I love it.
That's been really fun.
I love the marling with those two bases. That when you see this in person, there's a lot of depth of color here.
That's what we love about hand-dyed yarn, is that it's not always 100% saturated, and we love that. We love the beauty of that with hand-dyed yarn, right? We don't want it to look flawed, but I love just the rustic.
Are you alternating skeins with this?
No, because it came out of the same dye pot.
Yeah,
So I'm
good.
okay with that.
Yeah.
And
Fingers
crossed, the dyer did a good job.
Right. Fingers crossed. Those girls, you never know. No, you guys do an amazing job. Okay. I've knit lots of things with your yarn, not alternating anything, and you would never know.
I would always normally recommend, you guys. This is going to be a hot mess if I don't. I pull from the middle.
Oh.
And then at some point, I around my finger, do a new ball, because
Yeah.
this could be a nightmare.
But also this difference in color is sort of what I'm talking about when I look at the fabric you're creating. You get the light and dark, and it just makes it glow. It's so beautiful.
We love it. Thank you.
So beautiful. Are you making this for me?
Yes.
It's so funny. I can't wait to wind up my yarn. I'm also making an Audrey top. Very excited.
It's a good one. I have a couple of new vests to show you guys the pattern portion, but
Pattern parade.
There have some fun new vests that I've discovered.
Good. It's a thing at the moment. There's a lot going on in the world of vests. I think people are really enjoying the quick quickness of them and the
Spunny.
versatility of wearing them and how you can wear them with lots of different weather and temperatures. Okay. Should we do sock talk?
Sock talk.
I have lots of socks, people. I am so excited. I got on my circular sock machine this weekend, but I also finished a pair of handmade, hand knit socks that have been on the needles. These are
So good.
DK. These are done in Magpie Fibres, swanky DK, and I cast them on as like purse socks. And DK, basically, it's my happy place sock pattern. I used those numbers. It's a cut and afterthought heel. I just didn't stripe
You
anything.
knit those at Magpie Fiber.
I was knitting them on the road. I only had heels to put in them. Just heels to put in them. And I wanted to give my tip too see how there's lots of times people have issues with like a hole in the heel or whatever there. When we cut in an afterthought heel, you've always got a little piece of yarn that you're going to weave in that tail as you go. And over the years, I've tried everything and I've woven it in and it makes a big nubby knot and it feels gross on your foot. My final thing that I do, and I feel like they look really good every single time, is using that tail and pulling it behind the hole to the other side. So if your tail is on this side and you want to weave it in on the opposite side of the hole, I bring it around and I do a couple of duplicate stitches.
Oh, so you bring it through to the right side of your work.
I bring so I put my yarn on my needle, and instead of just weaving it in and out on the back just to weave in the end, I want to close up that little gap that is there, and I thread it through to the front, and I create a duplicate stitch, and then I move to the next stitch and I do another duplicate stitch, and it really just brings everything together. Then I weave in my end.
Then you pull it
And I'm
back
not
to the wrong
kidding.
side.
Yeah,
okay.
pull it through to the wrong side and then weave in the end on the wrong side and snip it like normal. But just pulling it through to the front and doing a couple of duplicate stitches and give it a little snug so that you are closing that whole. To me, it's like.
Never heard it. I love it.
Really?
No.
Okay, well, I feel like duplicate stitch is pretty brilliant for lots of things.
That's Swiss darning for all of you newbies out there.
It is. And I decided to add a few little fun daisies to these. I really love this length of sock, just sort of high ankle. You know, it's maybe a 3-inch sock leg. And I just used a little bit of some leftover Frankie Gray Fibres yarn. Yes, I did French knots. What? Who am I? I don't even know. I want them to
Your eyes are seeing correctly.
We are. Jodi, this is Frankie Gray Fibres in Drama Queen. Are you going to tell me that it's not the same? I freaking love it. Look at the layers.
I'd have.
So good.
You guys, we haven't dyed this in a while.
This is right up there for me.
It's like neon orange and hottest pink.
Yes.
And
it's phenomenal. So it is not just a solid color. You've got some other things playing around there.
we'll dye it next week. It's so good.
And this is ochre, a little bit left over of ochre as my little French knot. We're all going to hear that now when we see that yarn. But I just thought it was really fun. And I am technically gift knitting, but I think I might just keep these for myself. I don't know. I don't know who else would like them. They're literally made.
Let me just tell you, every person on the planet would love those.
And this swanky DK, you guys.
Oh, it's such a beautiful
It's
base.
swanky because it's got a little bit of cashmere in it. And that is a really nice addition to cozy DK socks.
It still has your nylon. It's still going to be a beautiful sock to wear.
It's still super wash. Anyway, I thought these were super adorable. Love.
So fun.
Yeah, and Jodi, mad love for Drama Queen.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We have to dye it.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just looking for a fun little daisy color,
It's
and that
so
one
good.
caught my eye.
Okay, you guys. So I told you last week that there was new colors of this mega bling.
Ooh, Jodi.
But it's not new. It's not just new colors. It's the cording it's on. They've kind of
This is a
Marled.
new line.
This is a new line. It can be found at the Crafty Jackalope, but I think it's spectacular. It's a fresh new take on this Mega Bling sparkle because the cording changes color, not the sparkle. It's like a little silvery. It's a clear sparkle?
It looks like it's iridescent.
It is the same color sparkle on each. I think it might be a clear iridescent, but look at how amazing that is.
Out of this world gorgeous, Jodi.
Okay, so the one I'm going to show you right now.
So this one's called Deco.
This is called Deco.
Okay, I love
This is the one I'm going to show you in the project. So it's like grays and pinks and blush and amazing.
I look at that and I think like the inside of a seashell or something like that.
This is also another one of the colors.
Oh, Amanda says it's either silver or gold sequins.
Okay,
These
got
seem
it.
to all. Oh, that one's gold.
See, you can see it's gold and then this is silver.
Totally obvious now.
Okay, so I had
so good.
Shelly, our friend Shelly,
Shelly
knit this, but this is held with one strand of majestic fluff. So one strand of fuzz and one strand of, I'm just looking. Yeah, I think it's one strand that she just did. But look at this. So you're going to see the color variations, and it's going to be very subtle because it's light. But
Oh my gosh.
you can see the pink showing through, you guys. And that's the cording.
That is
The nylon it's on
amazing.
is marled. Isn't it? My God. Isn't this amazing? I figured
I worked on my Magpie Darling shawl just a little bit this week too, and it is a joy. Like, I love knitting it.
Well,
I can't wait for it to be done actually now to wear it.
we have another one being knit on a really, really bright color. I can't even remember which one it is, but isn't this pretty?
Yes.
How you're not, because the fuzz, it could be speckled, but this one is just solid. And then that way you're getting the color change with the core of the nylon core.
I love that idea.
Just something fun, you guys.
And you could do the same color, that gray, with these even. And then you're just going to really see a whole progression of blues, or maybe you're going to go for the purples. You could do a pale, pale lavender with this one too, though. But look at all that color variation. Or pale pink.
Actually,
but it would look just as good with the gray, whatever this is. Is this stone? Whisper?
Yes,
No.
stone.
Stone?
I actually think, I forget which one I'm getting. I forget what the other one is. But anyway, I just thought this was really fun. This is new. We love new and exciting things.
And a one skein project. Like one skein
Yeah.
of fluff and a few skeins of this.
You can find kits at the Crafty Jackalope. She's got the yarn and the speckle kitted together. Or you can just do your own kit if you just need the sparkle. Right?
Right. And as always, that tip of doing every second row
Or just the
with
garter
the sparkle
bumps.
is a good way to save budget and sparkles. Maybe you don't have as many sparkles at home, or you don't want to order as many for whatever reason. You can definitely do less.
Or just the garter ridges, you guys. Or just one row of the garter. Just one row in each of the garter sections. Just for like a little speck. I think it's spectacular.
It's amazing. I'm just texting Georgia
To
about
get
the
up?
dog. No.
That we're decided to give away Ellie.
Right. Go say goodbye. It's
she's-
funny because when I'm up there with her, she's not barking. I don't know what her deal is. She barks at people that come to the door, which is, I think, fine.
So this takes one ball of fluff, 1 and 3 balls of sparkle.
If you knit every row. Yeah, 3. But every stitch has sequins. So that's
good,
kind
so
of
good,
amazing.
so good.
And it's incredibly soft.
Yeah.
Right? Like, even though the sequin is not a soft yarn, this fluff kind of encases all of it.
Yeah.
I love it.
We're on the sparkle train and we're not getting off anytime
Right.
soon.
Toot, toot.
Yeah,
Here we
this
go.
is an express with no end.
There you go. It does not stop. Are we ready for Christmas socks? Is it too early?
What's never too early?
Hello. Again. This was cranked on the circular sock machine. Jodi and I both have an Erlbacher Gerhardt Speedster machine. It is my most favorite fun gadget ever.
I was on it yesterday. I can't tell you
so
how much I love it.
fun. It's so much fun
Yeah.
to do. I did a folded hem at the top here. I used Frankie gray fibers. This is the Kate's green color, which I think is perfect. This is a leftover from my sweater. And the striping one, it was actually already wound waiting for me from last year. This is a local self-striping dyer, Ashley, who is Comfy Cozy Knits.
She's beautiful stripes.
She's got amazing yarn. Hi, George. You don't have to go now, honey. I just thought I'd let you know that that's where she was.
Oh, no. She needs to do it now. Get your lazy butt out of
Don't
bed.
listen to Jodi. She's been having terrible migraines.
Oh, that's awful.
This color's called Under the
I
Tree.
could have gone upstairs
no,
and
no,
kicked
no.
the dog.
No. Well, what are you going to do? No, I thought if she's going up, that's where she is. This is Under the Tree. It is so cute. I fell in love with this color. I love a good pink-red combo. I think it's beautiful. And I feel like I've got enough yarn left. I could do a shorty pair.
Yeah. You guys on fingering, if you're not... She just wants to join the party.
She's so cute. Not really, because now she'll go upstairs and bark. Anyway, whatever. Love it. Love the whole local dyer. 2 local dyers.
2 local dyers.
Right?
Look at your phone case. Speaking of Kate Spade, that's the green.
Jodi, it's like perfect.
And that's what I named it after, Kate Spade, because
It's
she's so
perfect.
iconic. Kate Spade, when she developed these colors, you could look at something and
Well,
say,
it was her
Kate Spade.
background logo color, right?
Yes. She had this iconic green that I wanted to dye, and I thought it had to be named Kate's Green because that's the total inspo. But Tracie, your phone case is amazing.
Isn't it cute? It was sparkle lemons, and I was like, oh my God, I love lemons so much. And I love sparkles so much.
Okay.
I found it at Winners.
Kate Spade and Tory Burch. Do you know how many phone cases I had from them? They did great phone cases. They still do great phone cases.
I usually just get one on Amazon, but I was shopping at Winners, and I was in that lineup thing at the end where they get you,
See?
and I was like, oh, I love this.
Yeah.
And usually if I see a case, it's not for my phone size.
Do you guys know I never go to Winners? And whenever I end up going, I think I need to go to Winners more often.
I went there for just a quick loop through looking for Christmas stuff. And I found amazing tags for wrapping and
Okay, do you know what happens?
little
though?
decorations.
I end up with a full cart, and I'm $400 in, and I get home with not one thing I was looking for, but everything I didn't need.
It sounds like when you go to Costco.
But not
Same thing.
shaming.
No.
Not shaming.
Just so you know, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you have something to share with us? I have one more sock and then I'm
Go
done
for
socks.
it.
Yeah?
I also have yarn to show.
Another
Go for it.
skein of yarn that has been literally wound up for years. Thanks, George. Literally wound up for years on my shelf is this one. And I don't know if you're going to see the level of sparkle.
That's the Lurex. That's different than Stellina.
It is so sparkly. This is from
It's spectacular.
Christy of Yarn Cafe Creations.
Oh.
And now Princess Celestia, is that My Little Pony?
Yes, no, I think that's its own, what, isn't
Princess, I don't know. But I remember buying it thinking, oh, well, I just love the color and I'm totally making sparkle socks one day. And so I did. I put it on my sock machine yesterday or over the weekend, and I made my favorite little folded hem over the ankle shorty.
it? So,
How cute is that?
it's a DK weight yarn.
No, it is.
Oh, that's fingering?
It's
Oh, it's plump.
It's
but
one of those
pretty.
plumper, like 80-20 kind of.
Can I feel it, please?
Yes. So good, right? And I was going to do like contrast heels and toes and nothing that I was thinking of.
This colorway.
But I just thought, you know what? I'm doing everything in the same color because I love it so much.
You guys look at this colorway. There's a hint of orange, but there's gray and magenta and oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Now this is such old yarn, you guys. I I don't imagine that she's still got it in her shop. You know, dyers change bases all the time. But if you ever come across it really, in person, you can't even believe how sparkly this is. It's crazy. So it looked like this. This is the way I crank my little tube, and I fold the hem right on the machine. And now this sock here, I've got a couple of little stitch markers. This is showing me where I cut in my heel, this one. And then this one down here showing me where I started my toe. So I'll end up making identical socks. So
Oh, I love that.
simple little things you can do where you don't have to write anything down and remember a number, right? Just leave those markers in and then you're going to get a pair that fits identically.
So Handmade by Debbie is wondering what a circular sock machine is.
Yeah, so I would go to Google and punch it in there and say circular sock machine. It is
For me to know and you to find out.
It's mind-blowing. It's actually like 100 and whatever years old, these things, right? Like it's a very, very, very old machine. But there are new companies that make reproductions of this. I don't know that there's so much a change in them, but it's just new machines are being made. And it's phenomenal. It just creates a tube, a circular tube, but you can do short rows on them and create heels and toes and all those things. So
I mean, we don't do that nonsense.
please check out Erlbacher Gerhardt. That is what we purchased. It is unbelievable quality. I can't speak to any other machines. I've never used another one, but I know this thing's going to outlive me.
It's made of steel.
It's heavy and it's, but it's just always clamped to its little table and phenomenal. I am not mechanical.
No. I mean, the mechanics of a sock machine don't change from sock machine to sock machine. Bean and Dean do laser printed. It's not laser printed. Is that what it's called? Laser printed?
3D printed.
They do a 3D printed one, you guys, and it looks pretty awesome.
I know.
It'd be light as a feather.
And I feel like there's a huge price difference, so that's awesome in itself.
Yes.
I've just never used one, and I don't know anything about it.
Yes.
But lots of people do. So, Jen said she loves her Dean and Bean. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There's some other options. You guys can always find.
It must be really nice to be portable.
Yeah.
And light.
Refurbished ones you can sometimes find.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. I was gifted mine by our parents for birthday, and I use it all the time.
Yeah, it was amazing. It is it's another craft. It is another craft. We just add in the heels and toes knit by hand, which I actually love all of that. But
do you know who has excellent information and you should always defer to her is Felicia. Sweet Georgia Yarn.
Yeah.
She does, you guys, the most spectacular videos.
Yeah.
There's the School of Sweet Georgia, but she always does a Friday video.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow anybody new, please go check out Felicia on YouTube of Sweet Georgia.
Yeah. She's really, really great. She's got a YouTube channel here. She's big. She's a knitter, a weaver, a crocheter. She does lots of circular sock machine. And the School of Sweet Georgia is where you can go to learn all kinds of crafts from, video classes and stuff like that. It's something that you purchase a membership to. But amazing.
Why I bring her up, because she got a circular sock machine some time ago and dove into it. There isn't anything this woman can't do with this circular sock machine now.
Yeah, I know. She's really good.
if you're looking for that,
I feel judged.
She does weaving. She does all of the research.
Yeah,
and the topics she comes up with are amazing, and I love listening to anything
and
she
Sweet
talks
Georgia
about.
Yarn. One of my very first yarn crushes, and definitely continues to this day. I actually just cranked a pair of socks with Sweet Georgia Yarn. I'll show it next time.
Okay.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah. I feel like we got to remember
I did
our Canadian gals.
edge.
On what?
On my sock machine.
You're getting fancy now.
No, because you have to do it when you make a little sock, what are those things called that you cast on thing? But it was really cute on a pair of socks.
Cool. I love that.
I like messing around on that thing.
Okay, do you guys want to know what I got? I got my Freckled Whimsy, Carry a Freckled Whimsy. I haven't showed it in a bit, but I wanted to show my recent club colors.
Ooh. You're in a
I'm
club.
always nervous if that's the bone and joint, but it always comes up bone and joint, so I'm okay. So I'm a club member. You guys, I'm a club member of their Christmassy Yarn Club, and I'm also a club
Ooh.
member. I'm the Christmas DK Club member, and I'm a monthly club member DK Choice. But I wanted to show you guys this. This is the monthly.
OMG. And she also does the Halloween club all year
Yeah,
and Christmas club all year.
yeah.
This is a person after my own heart.
So I'm going to show my two clubs now, just in case you want to look away. But this was spectacular.
What month is this? Like November?
This is November.
Ooh.
This
Jodi,
is,
it's out of
called
this world.
Woodsy. This is not the Christmas one, but look at these are going to be self-striping. All of Carrie's is self-striping these colorways. But isn't
She's
that
got a phenomenal color
spectacular?
sense.
She
Yes,
does.
yes.
I'm going to make shorties for Shane for Christmas.
Why do they have to be short?
Because his giant 13s won't, I need more than one skein of DK. I need 2 skeins of DK.
Okay. Well,
But he likes shorties. He wears
he does like
some
shorties.
once in a
Okay,
while.
perfect.
He prefers a longer, but he does love shorties.
but you could do a bit like the cuff and big part of the leg in a solid,
That's
like
what
that
I'm
you
gonna do.
dye, and then the
That's what I'm
rest
gonna
and
do.
the toe.
Just for fun.
Just for fun. I actually sketched out a little when I was doing my sock machine and stuff. Where you do self-striping here and a big thing of solid with a striped heel.
Don't give it up because you should write it.
I
as a
am. I
pattern.
wrote no. Well, yeah, yes, yeah,
Right?
that too. But anyway, I'm gonna crank that next time.
I love that.
Jodi, that's beautiful.
Okay, I'm going to show the next one. I'm going to show the Christmas one.
Oh my
Get ready.
gosh.
Is everybody
Buckle
sitting
up.
down?
Buckle up.
It's called Merry Christmas, Everyone. Oh, so good.
Oh, what?
But look at that magenta color. It's not really showing. It's like purpley magenta. This would be nice for Georgia.
That is so good.
There's a real
Like it goes
mulberry
from
color in there,
from
you guys.
plum to like raspberry pink,
Isn't that good?
and those greens are so.
You know what?
good.
I should allow myself a few hours or a whole afternoon and just start cranking tubes.
Yes.
Because it's the most fun to see the sequencing. Like, it's all well and good to see it here, but once it's like those self-striping socks when people say it knits itself. You just want to keep knitting the stripes,
It's so true.
right?
Well, we're going away this weekend, and I cranked a few tubes as like that's one of the things I'm going to make.
I should do that.
I'm going to cast on a hat and bring a few tubes, and that's the end of it.
Yeah. I agree.
Partly because
If you don't end up knitting
the
a lot.
sweater I'm knitting, the balls of yarn are bigger than my butt practically.
Did you continue with that sweater?
Oh, we can talk about it whenever you want. That's my last knitting thing.
Okay, I'm ready.
Now?
I'm ready.
Don't you? Okay, that's it for.
That's it.
Okay.
And I have Jones Road I want to talk about.
Okay. So last week, I was knitting with this beautiful Hillesvåg Unspun.
I feel like that's growing wider. Like just the way
know.
I feel like it keeps
It's so
growing
sheepy.
wider,
This thing, maybe,
taller.
maybe it's
Maybe
definitely
not.
had a lot knit off of it this week. And I had cast on the Weekend Sweater by Petite Knit, which is a drop shoulder, top down drop shoulder design. And when you were here, you looked at it and you're like, wow, that's big. Are you sure you want it that big? And you said, measure it against something and see what you think. And I did measure it against my slouchiest sweater, which you knit me and I wear it all the time and I love it to death. But then I thought, do I really need another one that slouchy? And I thought, even going a little bit smaller would be probably better.
Yes.
Probably better. I might wear it more. I would love it equally. I just thought, actually, what totally happened was I was watching the Woolly Thistle YouTube videos, and Kareen was wearing this drop shoulder sweater.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's her own design. It's called Dun Robin, and it's a bottom up
Is that one word?
Dun Robin. Yeah. Karine has designed several sweaters, and there's one called the vanilla sweater, which is like a top-down raglan that I've always wanted to make, and I will because I bought the pattern. But I did, you know what? I unraveled as much as I could of this, and then I was like, forget it. So I've got a big piece of fabric.
Tell me what it was like to unravel.
As soon as it started being a nightmare to unravel, I quit. And I have it. Maybe if I need that yarn, which I don't think I do. This sweater is actually the same gauge as my swatch. So I was like, I'm doing it.
It was a match made in heaven.
I don't even have to re-swatch. I can just start again. So here's where I'm at.
Oh, look at you. Are you so much happier?
So much happier. And how about this? This is bottom up, like I said.
Just a minute. Was I right? Was it too big?
It was.
Do you think it was going to be too big? So after you measured it, was it bigger than the after you measured your first, was it bigger than your slouchiest?
No, it was the exact same size. Exact edge to edge. But I hadn't blocked it yet either. But I don't think this changed a whole lot with blocking for size, but it's also a different shape.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Like
yeah.
So anyway, it just made me have
Was
pause.
I right?
I'm not saying that. I'm never going to say that. You know what though? I'm so glad you said something because it did make me think, I think I did choose a size a little bit bigger.
Even if you continued, wouldn't you, like, you'd rather think
and
about it.
And it was the size I picked. I knew it was going to be that number, but I feel like it was probably too big.
Yeah.
So I cast on for a size smaller with this one, and it's split. You do a split hem. And then you join it, and then you still have this little detail that happens. There's some details in this sweater that I'm loving already.
Oh, look at, you've got the
How
pearls.
cute is that?
Yes.
And then it really doesn't just stop here. It brings it up to this little, the decreases. I thought that was really cute.
The little details change, like it puts their flair into basic.
Right.
Without downplaying a basic shape, but these little details just make it extra special.
I love that. And here's another thing. The back panel is slightly smaller than the front panel.
Because your bust is out the front.
Where's all the round, bulgy things on you, right?
On my back. Yours?
But haven't you ever felt that like the back of your sweater had too much fabric?
Often.
So I'm very excited by this.
But that also takes into account my back fat.
Right. I definitely have that. Let's not.
Okay.
But
no,
I think in general, the more volume of our body, right, is probably in the front.
Well, your back is very flatter.
Typically, supposedly, I guess that's just, but I feel like that's kind of like a little bit of a light bulb moment thinking, oh, well, that makes sense. It's not a giant difference, but yes, you're going to have slightly less fabric in the back. And I guess that's just, maybe there are people that have a broad back and they need more fabric. I don't know.
Of course, every body, every shape is perfect.
Right.
So this one just allows for a little less shaping.
It's not a giant difference,
but I also
it's
think
a little difference.
Relative. So if you're knitting a larger size, the back will be obviously larger.
Like
as
maybe
opposed
by a
to
couple
smaller.
inches or so.
Right. Like it's just everything in adjustment. I like that. And I'm interested to see once you wear it, what it compares to your other knits. Yeah.
Me too. So this is definitely a product knit for me because I've never knit with the unspun yarn before. And I know you were having a heck of a time and just thought, forget it. It's breaking
it was
too
bullshit.
Much.
It was so hard.
I said to you, hold it with mohair, people suggest. Listen, I don't know, for whatever reason, I seem to have the hang of it and it's not breaking as much. And the fabric, feel the fabric.
Well, that's the thing,
guys. It's like, I can compare it to something like Drops Air. It's light and airy and fluffy, but yeah, it's
no wonder people put up with the
breaking.
No
wonder.
You guys, it is more than spectacular. I've seen knitted garments in it. Oh, this is so good.
So I'm really happy to be knitting something with this yarn, to have the experience, have the process.
Oh, look, it busted.
And that's what my husband said. He goes, how's it going to stay together? Like, is it just going to rip holes? I don't know what the secret is. And you and I were teasing, like, whose big idea it was to stop making yarn in the middle of the process and go, okay, I'm done. Let's just call it a day and wind this up and see if people buy it. Like,
it's going to break all over, but let's see if people knit it.
I don't understand it. So I'm really happy. It's process for sure for me, but now I'm really excited about this pattern and its product as well. I love this color. This Hillesvåg Unspun. I don't have experience with other yarns like this. I would totally recommend it.
Well, I'm going to give it a try with Newton. It's still unspun. It's on its way, and we'll see. Listen, I want the sweater,
Yeah, me too. That's what drove me for sure.
but I am not the type of person who will struggle
Yeah.
through a project till it's till the end.
Yeah.
I feel like once I get it cast on, because that's where I think that you want to tension it on,
I know.
snug it up on your needle. I couldn't even do that.
I will say, I think my cast on's looser than normal
Okay. Maybe I just cast on holding the silk
with the mohair.
and
Yeah.
then just drop the mohair.
Maybe. See, you could have a new tip for everybody next time. Give it a try.
Guys.
Yeah. I mean, every time it breaks, which, yes, of course, it's still breaking.
Are you swearing
And
a
then,
lot?
yeah, every time.
Shit, fuck damn. It broke.
That's
again.
the first thing that happens. No, it's always like, oh, for fuck's sakes. And then it's like, felt
so
it together. I just take about 3 stitches and felt it back together and off you go. It's literally
How often are
less
you
than
doing
10
that?
seconds. Not very often anymore.
Every row.
Not very often anymore. No, not every row.
Okay.
No.
Are you really dainty and gentle?
No, I don't think so. Like, I'm holding it together and thinking, I feel like I'm putting more pressure on this. I'm surprised it's not breaking. Anyway.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Hi, Mom. I want to shout out to my mother, Jerry,
Excuse
and my
me.
father, Andrew. They're in Phoenix. They've been gone a while.
They're enjoying it. It's all
We
good.
miss them.
We do. They're having sunny days.
You know what I was thinking? If we weren't doing what we were doing this weekend, I would have loved to you and I just gone down for the weekend.
You say this after.
I know.
We need to do it. But I know what you mean. Timing is everything. Maybe at the end of your recuperation, if we have time. Let's think about that. I would love to, Joe.
Just you and I. Or not, just
Yeah,
you and I.
Sure. I would love
I
it.
mean, obviously, I'm not going to say no to anyone else, but let's just go. Let's say no to everybody else. Okay. What's next?
That's the end of my knitting. I just wanted to tell you guys how much I was enjoying it and how much I really love this new pattern and put a pin in it. This is not travel knitting.
What?
I'm a little like, that is my main perturbance with this whole project. Yes, the yarn's breaking, but also I have to be at home in a space to knit this. I like stuff that I can shove in my bag and take with me.
Yeah.
Like, I've taken a sweater to a movie before and just knit stockinette in the round.
Yeah.
This is not an option for this.
Yeah.
So, but that's okay. I think when this is done, I'm going to love it a lot. I already am loving whatever this is. So, the end.
I love
I would,
it.
if I have anything left over, I'm thinking maybe I'll make some mittens with mohair. They're just light as anything, and it's going to be quite warm.
Now I'm determined, you guys. I want to try casting on with that mohair.
Yeah.
So smart.
And
See?
that's what people say. That's
When
why I
us
love
knitters
this.
stick together, we
That's
can
why I love
conquer.
this community, right? We're all having the same experience at home. And if we're frustrated about something and voice it, somebody's going to have a tip for us.
I have so much fun stuff to share, you guys. There's some MCALs starting. I don't know if I'm not usually one to join, but there's a couple of MCALs, you guys.
Tell me out.
That I came across. There's a Ferile Mitten MCAL.
I don't like any of that.
Why?
I would love that.
Wouldn't you love that?
I would freaking love that.
So this is starting. This is from Susanna Winter. It's called Fair Isle Mitten M Calendar. The pattern is free right now.
Calendar. So are they?
I'm going to show you. So,
Okay.
So BJ can see the spelling. But the clues will be available free for 2 months, from December 1st to the end of January. And you'll create a pair of colorwork mittens or convertible flip top mittens.
Wow.
In 25 days while waiting.
So it's meant
Through
to
the
be with
holidays.
an advent calendar.
Yeah.
I have a woolly advent calendar from last year.
Okay, so the mystery knit along released in 25-day clues. You get a clue every day for 24 days, and on the 25th day, you'll have a finished pair of mittens.
Wow. See, there's so many sock knit alongs for this, or shawl, or whatever. This is a great idea.
Don't you think that's fun?
Yes.
So whether you haven't participate in Advent shopping, we all have minis, you guys, right? We all have little bits left over, or most of us do. I thought that was a really fun way
That's a great idea. I'm surprised it's free. Wow, that's so
Right.
generous.
There's also another one coming up, and it's by Tricot and Stitch. It's a cozy mystery Advent MCAL. And it is, let's make a mystery accessory together inspired by the very prolific subgenre of cozy mystery novels.
Oh.
You get 12 clues in total, and it's fingering
So you have no idea what you're making?
No. Join the fun. And they also have video tutorials will be shared every other day at 10 a.m. Starting December 2nd.
Wow, that's huge commitment. Like for them to be providing this kind of support.
That's just community. That's fun.
It is. And I mean, I know we say advent calendar, but you know what? This is just also another word for stash buster. For any little leftovers you happen to have lying around. You don't need to purchase an advent calendar to participate in these kind of things.
I totally agree.
I love that.
Okay, there's one more advent along. There's also an Arne and Carlos. Can you look that up,
I
please?
saw that. They're doing a stocking along. I've seen it on YouTube already.
Okay, so this is by Renee Kais. It's called Advent Sock. But it is one that came out a few years ago.
Cute.
But I just want to show you if anyone wants to just kind of do like their own. It's not going to be a mystery, but it's meant to use up small scraps or in conjunction with an advent calendar. So it's really fun. Oh, you guys, it's fun.
Those are adorable.
You kind of just get...
Super fun.
It's the same pattern. One sock is the complete patterning, but you can see here they've used a different color for every section. So that makes really fun kind of like monster mashup socks.
Super, super fun. And I think too, a lot of the times with these kind of projects, is it about the finished product?
No.
Or is it about the fun of a mystery clue, the fun of having new colors every day that you're adding to something? I think that's, for me, that would be the more fun. And the community aspect of it, knowing there's a bunch of people out there also working on the same project as you are. So there's a lot of fun things about these.
This knitting is a very solitary craft.
Yeah.
You do it yourself. You don't need help once you got the hang of it. So a lot of us don't have, like, I don't know that I would have a knitting partner if I didn't have a knitting sister.
I never knew anybody that knit until you started.
So these make-alongs, these knit-alongs, these different things we talk about are ways to connect people in this digital world that don't have other people to knit with.
I totally
And it's amazing.
Whoops. Oh, Dolly Parton. They love Dolly.
it.
Arne and Carlos, they have a free stocking pattern on their blog. And every day on YouTube, they've been releasing little video tutorials and chit chats. And they're delightful,
Aren't
obviously.
they delightful, Ben?
Yes. They are more than delightful. And they are... Listen, if you spend any time with them at all, you know how funny and quirky they are together and their relation. It's very funny. I love spending time with them. Maybe one day we'll meet Arne and Carlos. And I'm just such a fan of their work. This stocking's gorgeous and beautiful. And they are so much fun to spend time with. Also, this time of year, I always think balls. Balls. Lots of balls to hang on the Christmas tree.
I'm just looking up a pattern to show you guys because they're...
Arne and Carlos's Christmas balls is what I mean. Don't be like that. Arne and Carlos's Christmas balls.
Rude. It's not...
Seriously, what is wrong with you?
You're dirty. It's not their balls we're talking about. We're talking
What
about...
is wrong with you?
Christmas balls.
Christmas balls, obviously. Gosh, you know, it's been so many years since I found that book. And it is something I go to every single year. I just love it so much. They're so great.
You can also find it on Ravelry. We said their website, but I've just found it. I'm going to put it in my favorites. But this is something I'm going to end up knitting for you've done it already. I don't have knit stockings for my family.
Oh, it's such a good, great project. And I don't know what yarn they're using.
They're using a Rowan's
DK.
Norwegian wool.
So when I knit and listen, gauge is so relative on a stocking. Like, yes, they're saying DK. If you have worsted weight yarn at home, use worsted weight yarn. It'll be slightly bigger, but so what? It's a stocking. And if you're adding all these scraps, DK is kind of nice because you get more yardage.
Oh,
using DK?
It's free. It does take you back when you do when you click the free pattern. It does take you back to their website.
They have so many little holiday patterns, little like balls and ornaments and
just
stockings.
gives you an idea. These are all of their patterns.
It's such a fun project, and if you use worsted weight yarn and like a 5mm needle,
you also want it tight. I would recommend if you're knitting worsted, maybe go down to a 4. I feel like you need a tight gauge for a
listen.
stocking.
Here's one of the great things about a knitted stocking. It's very stretchy for Santa. Santa can fit a lot of things in a stretchy knitted stocking.
You're right.
Or whoever is coming, whatever.
Okay.
Gifts fit well because it's stretchy.
Let me also highlight their 2024 pattern for Christmas balls. It's $7 and you get 24 designs. $7. I'm just going to show you some.
I'm going to get that.
You guys.
I'm going to get that. I mean, I don't know how many different balls they can make at this point, but they do.
Listen.
I love them. They're as much fun to make as they are to gift.
I promise you. The joy it brought me, and in an evening, a ball was done.
Yes.
Easily in an evening, a ball was done.
You only need scraps of yarn and get yourself whatever kind of stuffing that you want to put in them, but that's all you really need.
I
don't even want to know what
I really wanted to stuff my ball when I finished it. So a pillow that I didn't love.
That's okay.
I ripped it open. I know, but it's
upcycling,
like on my
Jodi.
couch.
Upcycling. Well, that's the thing. Like, of course, I just have a bag of whatever Michaels has, the polyester fiber fill. But there's lots of things you can put in there. You can use, there's some people that save like yarn ends. You can shove wool in there. Maybe you've got wool fiber. Maybe you've got
Cat
old
hair.
socks.
Cat hair.
But
guys-
upcycling a new old pillow like that, people do that. You're
It's
so smart.
You know what I did? I went to IKEA not long ago and I did get whoever doesn't know about this, I learned this from Tracie. IKEA has the most amazing 20-inch pillow covers. So I got a really good set of their pillow forms.
Yeah.
And then every season I'll just change. I did get some more wintry holiday ones and I can't remember where I put them.
That's the problem. I do have a little, like in my laundry room in a drawer, there are like a stack of them and there's like some summery ones, some fall ones, and definitely some holiday ones. It is one of the best things that IKEA does, I think, that their pillow covers.
Listen, I learned it from you.
50 or 100 different, like they're always, and things like, kind of faux velvet that if you went out and bought pillows like that, they'd be a fortune. And the covers are so affordable and you're always just reusing the same filling. It's a game changer.
I got the most beautiful, it was like a stripe of like orange and pink, like velvet.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it was so nice.
Nice. I know at this time of year they have a metallic. I've got one that's got like little gold metallic circles kind of on it.
And I thought I had bought a couple extra holiday ones and cushion covers.
Ooh, they're the best.
Just let me show you a couple that.
Oh, I love them.
And I
love that you're so excited by these.
It's so much more affordable, you guys, when you just keep replacing the pillow form. That's the one.
Oh, I love that.
You guys, it's so spectacular. It's velvet.
Yes,
and
they have Christmas patterns.
Like, look at, and I'll have I only buy one. Look at that pink and green.
Love that pink and green.
I buy one of each. I don't match the whole thing. So I've got about 7 or 8 pillows on my giant couch and every one is different.
I started watching color videos, like people that redo rooms and paint rooms and stuff like that. So of course now I get all these videos. And I also clicked on a Martha Stewart Christmas baking something, and it's over the years it was clips from her TV show and Snoop Dogg and everybody, and it's just so much fun to have on while you're doing whatever.
Yeah, that's fun. Okay, so do you have any patterns to share?
At the moment, well, here, what I wanted to share is the other thing that I get excited about this time of year. I love knitting balls, Christmas balls, and I love, for some reason, I have equated this time of year with needle felting.
Yes.
So these are some fun little gnomies.
You guys, the ones that I've received from Tracie are one of the most treasured pieces that I have.
Well, they're from Going Gnome. Going Gnome. I mean, I've never seen, these were the first and best ones I'd ever seen. This is this year's Rhinebeck gnome, and it's got a little basket with yarn. This is one that we also brought home this year from Rhinebeck. This is, what are they calling this guy? This is their Gnome of the Year. It's a limited edition one for 2025. So he's carrying a little acorn pine cone. And then I also got these mini tree gnomes, and they come with locks, like dyed sheep locks.
You get the bath. You get everything.
Everything you see.
Here.
Like this guy comes with pine cones.
Look, here's his beard.
So cute. They are so much fun to make, and you might think, oh, I don't know how to needle felt. They've totally got you. In here,
A tutorial.
Pick ones that are basically beginner if you've never done it before, and there's amazing instructions on here. And you can always, I'm sure, reach out, but I don't think you're going to have any trouble.
YouTube it too, you guys.
The instructions are amazing. And we are so excited because Going Gnome actually has a coupon code for Grocery Girls viewers. What? These ladies, Jen and Melissa, are just so much fun, and they're the coolest. And I want to share that code with you now.
Wait for it.
Hold on. No, it is a 10% off code, and it is actually good up until December 15th. It's going to start, I'm assuming, today. You can go to the Going Gnome website, load up your cart. You're going to save 10%, and the code is GGK2024.
Okay.
Grocery Girls Knit 2024, but it's just the initials, GGK2024. So you guys will save 10%. And you're going to get all the joy of felting.
We love it.
And if you do make them, please tag us. We want to see all the fun little gnomies. I will never get tired of it. It is so much fun to do, and it is so much fun to give. I feel like I've given more than I've made myself. So, and our first year at Rhinebeck, I actually bought this one made. So they made this one. And then...
Okay, can we just show a few of the highlights on this? Look at his fucking suspenders.
I know. It's just so detail oriented. And yet,
and
you
the
guys...
cording on his cap.
I know.
Sorry.
I can't even...
It's adorable.
I can't even. And you get, you just get all the fun things. And I do believe... So this is the one I'm going to do now. Oh my gosh, check it out. Those are all the little locks to make the trees. And I think you get, these are all the colors for the face. So make whichever you like. You get that option. And
that's also thoughtful. Can I just say that?
Hugely.
So you can make whatever you want your gnome to look like.
Yep.
They've got you covered.
Yep. And then this is the big...
core.
This is going to be the stump, their little legs, tree stumps. And then you get your needle. So the only thing not in here is the felting surface.
And the Band-Aids from when you poke yourself.
Okay. That should be in here. You should get at least one Band-Aid.
I think that's cute. Tracie's like, oh, I remember, and it went right through her finger.
Totally.
Like it was through the other side.
Listen, it is no fault of the kit or the instructions. It's like... You just start going so fast, and you're doing this little work right close to your fingers.
If you don't have a little blood, sweat, and tears, what are you doing?
Did you really needle felt? If you're not, if you haven't poked a hole in your thumb or whatever, it is just the most fun. So thank you, ladies, for the discount.
He's adorable. You know what? I'm really excited, Trace. Having to lay low with this recovery, and being a little. Having more time.
Remember to slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the stuff I want to do.
Good. You should make a little basket.
I want, this is a kit I want to do, but I also have a couple of those needle punch kits that I bought that I want to do. Anyway. So.
You could even put together a bunch of worsted weight scraps and your Arne and Carlos patterns. and needles. Like, you really should put a little basket together for yourself, because you're not going to be running around looking for it. Nobody's going to know where that stuff is.
You're right, Tracie.
Like, just
You're so smart.
an hour's worth of running around, putting stuff together, and then be done.
Yeah. Love that.
But I hope you guys do these.
Okay, continuing with the gnome theme. You think we would have planned this?
We have a gnome theme. I love that.
Love gnomes. This is the gnome segment.
Okay.
So this is called Snow Matter What, and it's the cutest little tiny
that's
knitting
so cute.
figures. There's a snowman and like a minor 49er. Is that what it reminds you of? Do you remember from Scooby-Doo? And actually, with this beautiful designer, her name is Sarah Schreier.
Shira. You know who that is?
No.
Yes, you do. She's imagined landscapes. She does all the gnomes.
Oh, yes.
All the gnomes. Speaking of like annual knit-alongs,
Yes.
she always and she wrote a gnome book.
This, of course, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah, this is one that stood out to me. This was a last year design.
I hope I'm right. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, of course you're right. There's also a design. Okay.
Yeah.
There's
so
also
cute.
December MCAL. There's a knit along for Mystery Gnome. And that starts, it's 50% off now till November 13th. Is it November? Oh, you've missed it. Sorry.
What's the date today? Today's November 13th.
Okay, so if
today's the last day.
If you guys watch this today, it's a bonus to you. It's 50% off. It is, you'll get 21 updates during December from the 1st to the 21st.
Wow.
Tracie, I might do this.
Listen, you guys, you use mini skeins. They're not a giant project.
What?
They're so doable. You can do this.
So that's a mystery knit along, you guys.
And she's got so many patterns, back patterns, right? That you can see what they look like. If you're not into the mystery thing, go check out the patterns. Trust me, you're going to love it. You are going to love
Look at
it.
some of her patterns, you guys. See, there they are. If you buy 3 of her patterns, let me just tell you this. If you buy 3 of her patterns, you get 1 for free. Place any 4 of her designs in your cart, and the least expensive one will be free. No coupon needed.
Three?
Put 4 in your cart. 1 will end up being
Buy
free.
3, get 1 free.
No coupon needed.
Wow. And
Anyway.
I mean, they've got so much personality and character.
There's also another one that it's called Gnome-Made Gifts. Oh
Also
my God,
by
it's
Sarah.
also by her. It's from 2022. And this
That's
is,
so cute. I can hardly handle it.
look at.
You dress up your gnome with other things.
So this is also one of her patterns. And it's called, well, I said that, Gnome with a G, Made Gifts, Gnome-Made Gifts.
Listen, very fun, Jodi. Good call. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what you should do, though, with your gnomes? Add a little sparkle. Wouldn't that be phenomenal? Like icy, snowy blue? Or pearly?
I'm knitting a sparkle gnome. This is all coming together.
Jodi!
For the month of December, I am joining this gnome MCAL, and I am
gold.
picking my yarn, and mine's going to be non-traditional colors. When you think of holiday colors, it's not going to be that.
What about peachy?
It's going to be the sparkle. So you guys, these are brand new sparkles. I don't know if you remember a little while back, Amanda had some really bright, fun colors that I showed. Those are no longer available. These are brand new colors available.
Okay,
and we
let's
wanted to
show
show you. It is color on color. It is so spectacular.
Here's one more. Okay, look at that. How about this for a gnome? Or this for a gnome?
You
Oh my
guys.
God. Look at that.
Yeah, and then I think add the blue.
This icy blue is totally calling
Look
my
at
name.
the brick,
These
the green,
three?
the blue, and then the gold.
Done.
You
Oh,
need to
and
add the
gold.
Yeah.
I also love this. This, that's a good look too.
That's a good look too. Mine's going to be non-traditional. And I think it's going to be super colorful. And I'm knitting a gnome in December.
Jodi.
I'm also...
I don't know what I'm knitting, but I'm knitting something.
I'm going to tell you, I got you Carrie Freckled Whimsy's Advent. DK Advent sock. We're knitting socks in December.
I just also have Woolens and Nosh that I opened.
Yeah.
I wound up my contrast yesterday.
Oh, did you? Okay, so we're gonna have to decide.
Okay, no,
you know what we're
we'll
gonna have
just
to
keep
do?
knitting.
I should crank a tube for you and give you them.
Why?
I can't do 3
Do you know?
knit-alongs.
Okay, I know I'm going to regret saying this, and
Don't tell me
it will kick me in the ass. I've never been so organized with
for Christmas.
gift knitting.
Well, now it's gonna fall apart. You've done it.
And my goal is like I've made like 4 pairs of socks already, and I've cranked a few more tubes. Like I feel like I'm really got a major head start. My goal is to knit something for myself in December. So yeah, for this, yeah, for Freckle Whimsy.
You know what I say? I call bullshit.
I might. You guys, look at this cantaloupe color.
I hope
and
for
gold.
you. I know I saw that. I actually. I don't know. There's too many good ones. I think
add every color to your cart and
think
worry
it's
about
gonna
it later.
be super fun. If we do,
I would love to, and thank you. Thank you.
You know what we're gonna do? I think we should do a December knit along where if you choose to do a daily knit, some sort of daily knit, let's put it in the thread.
Let's just do it. Like, let's just everybody commit to 15 minutes of knitting for yourself
Every day.
in December.
Yeah. Sign up
And
in our thread.
we need to post for ourselves
Okay. I'm
in the
committed to
stories
this.
every day. My 15 minutes. That's a good hashtag.
That's gonna
my
be-
15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh my God, we're doing it. Okay.
A little bit of de-stressing in that holiday time. Intentionally giving yourself 15 minutes with your
And it doesn't sound
favorite
like a lot,
craft.
you guys. But
We just
it's
don't do it.
Worth doing it for
it's
yourself.
worth the break. It's worth the
You may
break.
think 15 minutes it is worth it.
I think so. My 15 minutes, we're doing it.
We're
December.
doing it, starting December. So let's get things organized.
And this whole Andrea Mowry, like a short-term make-along, really inspires me.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to think of something similar in some way at some point during the year. It would be really fun to do something.
Why not every month choose a new knit along? And just it won't be necessarily a sweater.
Right.
I mean, it might be fun to
Right,
challenge
right.
ourselves with a fast
And we've really
knit.
never done like a specific item knit along for a long time. We always just let people pick whatever, and it's all kinds of fun things. But it might be fun to do like a mini scarf 1 month and a hat 1 month and that kind of thing, like something different every month.
Tracie
Or
and I
think
were
about it.
Tracie and I were talking about some fun ways in
And yes,
2025.
crochet for sure, 2-star.
When we say knit along, we mean make along.
Right.
So even if
We
you're
have to
a
get better
sewer
at saying that.
or a weaver or a crocheter.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
a make along.
It is totally a make along.
Yeah.
And
sew along.
that 15 minutes a day, that's what that means too. Maybe you're a cross stitcher. Maybe you're a sewer. Maybe you're this or that or
You lock your kids in a closet.
Maybe you're a weaver.
You go sit in a garage where no one's going to bother you.
A punch needler. Like you name it. And Jodi, you're right. It's a habit forming, right? Yeah. I know we all get caught up in how busy life is and how much we have on our plates. And I do think you have to carve out time.
A Tunisian crocheter.
Right.
A potter. A bookmaker.
Oh my gosh.
A journaler, a fun journaler, a handwritinger.
A calligrapher.
That too.
Okay, so many good ideas. Don't let us forget them. So many good ideas.
So also we've talked about this, but there's some fun ways we're going to like refresh in Grocery Girls and fun ways we can be more inclusive, not inclusive, have like, bring community together and do more like a knit along every month.
Right.
So it's going to be really fun.
Yes. Bead weaving.
All of that.
Every single one of those things.
Love it. Okay. So another item that I thought was a really fun new thing for knitting is Max, our friend Max Sear.
Oh, isn't this beautiful? I love this.
It's sport weight. It's using 2 colors. It's called the Fisherman Shawl, and I think it's gorgeous. As well as Fisherman Shawl.
Love the way Max rocks a shawl.
He
looks so good.
Devilishly handsome. His shawl His knits and designs are so clever and beautiful. I think that's amazing.
That is gorgeous.
This is a brand new pattern that came out this week.
I always think to myself, oh, I'm going to remember that. I won't forget that. And you guys, I totally forget. Did anybody see, and I'm sure you did, but I want to share for sure, Hohi has a brand new cabled hat design, and it's so beautiful. And it's called A Twisted Affair.
It's free.
It is free. And it's a free design that she has put up, so you guys can go download that, knit one for yourself, knit one for people you love. It's knit in 2 skeins of Woolfolk Luft, but there's lots and lots of yarns that you could, use or stash bust or hold 2 together to make that bulkier weight. But it is a really gorgeous, gorgeous hat.
I love it.
Who doesn't love a speedy hat? And cables are so classic and pretty. It would just make the most beautiful gift for anyone. But how about for you? Yourself, right?
Totally.
Knit yourself a hat.
Listen, if you committed to making and doing something for yourself, not only just like, we're not going to say you have to, whatever 15 minutes of making is the item is going to be for yourself.
Right.
But what if it was? What if you said, this 15 minutes is my 15 minutes? So what I wanted to cast on for myself instead of gift knitting. And then possibly you have this item. Like, what if you cast on this shawl?
Right.
And didn't think, oh, I have no time to knit it for myself. But in 15 minutes a day,
For a whole month or however long that takes.
you could possibly have this made for yourself.
I know it is daunting to think, oh, I'm not going to knit a sweater. I mean, how many hours? Like, forget it. I'm never, ever going to be able to do that. And it is incrementally, right? Like, we don't have to knit 6 hours a day or all day on the weekend to get these things. It's okay to just work on it a little bit every day, like you were saying, or when you have time. It gets done. It gets done.
It gets done. I wanted to show you guys this. I specifically saved this in my favorites. This is
That's really beautiful.
This is the sweater, the barn dance we were talking about. But I just thought her color, like the very light contrast and light main color, was just beautiful. She's done the all over color
I've got to
work.
do something low contrast like that.
Isn't this spectacular?
I think that is as stunning, maybe even more so than some super bright ones for me.
And let me just say, the aesthetic.
I love that.
This is Izzy. I don't know Izzy. It was just her photo was
photo.
posted. She's very artistic. She's got to be a photographer. Look at this. Or someone photographing her.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Yeah. That was another one.
This is the beauty of things like Instagram and Ravelry for me.
Yeah.
Where you get to admire people's work, and maybe that inspires you to try something. Like, I would look at those yarns and think, oh, this is not going to be enough of a contrast. But like, you see it is.
But you want the low contrast, and it turned out spectacular, you guys. This is also, you guys,
That's super cute.
This is a 2020 pattern, and it's meant to use for Advent or small bits that we have. I just think it's pretty darn fun by the way it turned out.
So is it is it knit in 2 pieces?
I think it's knit from the ground up or the bottom up, and then you start, have added the extra cast on stitches.
That's interesting. And really, really cute.
This okay. It's a dolman sleeve, which is this, you guys. It has a name.
I love the look of that.
Isn't that great?
So many Advents are kind of gradients, right? Like they gradiate through color groups, and that would make a really cool sweater. I mean, it makes cool blankets and shawls and all of those things, but I love the look of that.
It says it's mostly knit flat. Then when you have enough yarn, it's mostly knit flat. So just so you're aware, I just think the overall product
Listen, seaming is not as bad as people make it think.
No.
And I think it's worth the effort to get that look.
And it's kind of fun.
And maybe you hate it and you never do it again, but try everything, right?
Yeah.
I have something to share that is really, like you were speaking of Canadian makers. Christine just started wax wing yarn. And when we were doing our breast cancer Knit for the Girls fundraiser, she reached out and said, I'd love to be part of that, and sent some beautiful hot pink skeins. So somebody is out there, and they also got one of her really cool project bags. And she literally just opened her doors, so to speak. Like she's been working on her yarn, and she's very much into Canadian wool and sustainability and all of those things. Look at this.
Wow.
So it's all sourced and spun in Canada.
Can I see that,
She
please?
sent her 20 mini skein set.
Wow.
This is single ply.
It's beautiful.
Fingering weight. This would make a great sweater.
Is she French? Is it from Quebec?
I'm not sure.
Seems like a lot of these are maybe French words.
I would have to double check that. But all of these colors, look at the colors. I literally, I'll have to get a really good picture of this. Maybe she's already got
It's
one.
woolly. It's very woolly.
It is woolly. Like this is a non-superwash. And of course, when it's wound up tightly, it's
The colors are
the part
bright.
that's not. It's soft. It is wool. It
Yes.
feels like wool, but it's not. I would not call it scratchy.
Oh, it's very nice.
Super pretty. Her colors are amazing. And she sent this as a 12 days of holidays giveaway. So somebody's going to get to sample. Look at this. It's from neons to brights and neutrals. She seems to have an amazing,
Very beautiful colorways.
this arrived and I thought, oh my gosh, I think I might need to get one of these.
How fun for mittens.
Like this
hats.
is basically an advent for yourself, right?
You guys, this is going to be, what if it's like a cute cropped little number?
Maybe you have like a main color and you just kind of break up every color with something or not.
Yeah.
Like just keep going.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is 1,463 meters. So it's 400 grams.
Oh, you guys are
of
going to be able to make
fingering
a
weight
garment.
yarn. And if you need a little bit more, you could always
vest.
get a skein. Oh, yeah.
If you needed some more or didn't want to
And
add a
those of
mane.
us that love mohair, hold it with a mohair and just keep changing out all of your colors. I was blown away. So really, thank you
Spectacular.
with the generosity and with the beauty of the Canadian wool. I am just so thrilled. So hopefully, I know this is going to make someone's absolute joy with our 12 days. And
Love it.
12 days of giveaways will be on our Instagram page starting the 1st of December. And you're going to see some sparkles. Okay, I feel like
If you feel even just one or two stripes.
you could something.
Not at all, you guys. You could just do so much with one ball.
Yeah.
Like add a little stripe here or like it's just.
Well, I did that t-shirt this summer and one ball gave me 3
Yes.
pretty wide stripes on like an extra large t-shirt.
I love it.
So there are lots you can do with one ball.
Okay, continuing with our stripe segment.
Okay.
I am showing a sweater. It's called Directional Loops, and it's from last year.
That's
It's
cute.
a worsted pattern, and it's very cool how it is constructed. If you're looking at the shoulder, you guys, there's stripes up here, and then I don't know how it's constructed, but it's interesting
That's
how the
nice.
shoulders are built, and it's meant to be stripy. Of course, you don't have to make it stripy, but it's so beautiful, you guys.
I think the stripes really add to that because it shows the construction. And I actually think the yarn we just showed would be amazing with that.
It would be amazing. That's what made me think of it.
Like a rainbow lifesavery looking
Yes.
one of those.
And here's what I'm going to show you and how I did the deep dive, because I saw this sweater on Instagram. It was suggested to me, and then I went and found it.
Ooh, so cute.
This is so
That's the same kind of
good.
construction. Is that the same designer?
This is the same pattern I just showed you.
Oh, okay.
And she's marling. She's holding I don't want to speak, but it looks like she's holding 2 strands of fingering together, and then you drop one.
Yeah.
And then you go on to the next one. But look how amazing.
Which gives a nice smooth transition. Maybe you don't want
Yes.
such a harsh break with colors. I love that.
So she's using 4 color segments. So here's the color pink, and it's marled throughout the gold, the green, and maybe a cream or gray. But this is so, and then look at the sleeves, the cuffs.
I mean, that screams, I just busted my stash. These single skeins together. But that's what's so great about seeing this on Ravelry and on Instagram is now that's going to inspire other people. Oh my gosh, I can do that. Look what you can do with single skeins.
So here's the thing. I'm going to have to get something knit because I want this sweater, but I also want the barn dance sweater. This is where I end up with the dilemma. You need to just pick
one and cast it on.
But I want both.
And have one knit for you.
That's what I mean. I think I'll do that. But actually, I feel like I want to knit both.
Well, then why are you putting this time limit on yourself?
I don't know. Here, because so many beautiful things come out.
I know.
And then you just can't knit them all.
That's like Bergman. But Caitlyn Hunter just released Bergman, and now all of a sudden there's barn dance. Like,
I know.
Do designers really have to release patterns that? Like, that's so prolific. I mean, it is sweater knitting season, so I totally get it.
Yeah.
But, like, I thought Bergman, I see Bergman with sparkles in the Colorwork.
Like, I want to copy this. This is what I feel like I might
colors?
do. Pick 3 colors very similar to this and just copy.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Like,
anyway,
it's out of this world gorgeous. I love it.
I found this on my deep dive for my holiday knitting.
And you know what appeals to me about that a lot? The whole saddle shoulder or whatever that is going on.
I've never done that.
I don't think I've done that.
No, I haven't done it.
Or maybe once. I did it on that linen, that calyx one, I think. I think that's kind of what that was. But again, I don't really know. This is adorable.
I just don't know how to buy it.
Don't you want to knit miniature things like that? Like I want to knit mini sweaters. Oh my gosh. Guys.
This is one of the 2024 pattern of the month. I'm going to show you. You guys, I've shown you the little sweaters, the knit sweaters. Would be great for scrap yarn. This is a 2024 pattern of the month Christmas sweater by Amy Munson, and they're ridiculous.
Oh yes, we've shown her before.
Yeah, this is the newest one, you guys. The rain. Look it. Actually, I think this might be the newest. But look it. It's a bundle you guys get, and she keeps releasing these monthly.
That is awesome.
And so
and then one a month
is fun. This is so fun.
Okay. I'm all over that. The minis I love.
There's a holiday tree, there's a gingerbread house, gingerbread man. I just think they're spectacular.
They are. How about this? I found...
What is that?
I don't even know why. I guess because I'm just sort of reposting Christmassy things in my stories and stuff right now. This artist was... I was actually already following her. So Busy Creations, b.z.creations. She's like an embroidery and felt artist. So these are 4 little felted ornament patterns that are releasing on Friday. But she does come on. You can buy the PDF for that.
No, I wish she just made them so I could buy them.
You can. They're like $60.
For one?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of hours in there.
Of course.
But she does lots and lots of embroidery designs.
I think I follow her.
She's on Etsy, but these little felt things, listen, that floats my Christmas boat too. I mean, I love them. I do love knitting them too, but how much fun is it to just do a little...
I'm not following her. Now I am.
Simple stitches on simple felt. I'm totally buying these patterns. And I'm going to go to Michael's and get some felt.
People are loving the felted stuff right now.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I wish I had...
No.
I would like wool felt.
You might want to order it from Amazon. I think Michael's was out.
I will look. But I would prefer, of course, wool felt. But listen, we can all do that. I think step by step, we can make it look just like that with a tiny little bit of stuffing and hang them on a nice little ribbon.
Those are treasures that you would keep for years and years and years.
You
can even do an initial on the back or the year on the back and gift it to like your favorite people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or like baby's first Christmas. You can do a little embroidery, whatever. I watch all of that kind of stuff on YouTube. Like
now I follow her. I love that.
Anyway, she's super, super cute.
I love that.
Super talented. And I like simple. And look, lots of technique video. She's showing you here how they do it. step by step.
Is there
You
gluing
can get wool felt from the felt store. Oh, okay. Maybe you tack it with a little, but maybe not.
love
And
it.
look, that little like faux leather. I love the look of that hanger.
It's adorable. I have a
Really
lot of
cute.
that leather stuff if you want. The hanger. I have
remember
tons and tons
you
and
used
tons.
to do that for the bags. Okay, Jode.
Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is a suggestion for if you're doing holiday knitting, if you want to make a hat. This is not a brand new pattern, but I love it.
I love this hat
The
too.
beanies and toques are really popular right now, and I love the shape of it. It's the Manhattan hat by Tori Yu. Congratulations, Tori. She just got married.
Isn't that exciting?
Yes.
Like the weekend after Rhinebeck.
This, I think, is an amazing, a quicker knit. It's a worsted weight hat and really fun, not difficult. So a good idea for gift knitting.
It is a great idea for gift knitting. Hello, hello, people that are joining us and saying hello.
Hi.
I actually am looking for a hat pattern, and that one might fit the bill. I pulled out, this is Yarn Heroes Color Mix DK.
It's beautiful.
Shopping your stash is really fun. You totally forget about stuff you've bought, and love beyond love.
Mm-hmm.
And I did buy this thinking it's going to be a hat for my son or my husband or somebody at some point.
Okay, this beanie is awesome.
This
for
is
that.
DK.
Well, you could knit it at worsted. Let's see what the gauge is.
You know what you could do? Just add a few stitches, extra stitches, or whatever.
Well, it's just
Just
one
make
by
a
one
bigger
ribbing.
size. Make a bigger size than you would normally make.
It is 24 stitches. Beautiful.
Yeah.
It is such a cool beanie.
I
you guys.
love a ribbed hat like that. That looks gorgeous.
Everything is bows this year. There's bow garlands, bow on your trees.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I love that trend. I'm not hopping on it, but I do love the trend. Bows in the hair.
Yeah.
You guys, this is a great gift.
It looks so sweet.
By Petite Knit, it's back from 2022, and you end up putting an elastic. What you could also put on it that you can find at Michael's or on Amazon are those hair clips, those metal barrettes.
Oh, sure.
That can be sourced, but this is adorable.
I think that what throws me off is it's so big.
It doesn't need to be this big, you guys.
I feel like if it's smaller, I would feel better about it. Or
you can knit smaller.
Or I would like tie it on a project. I don't know what I would do with one that big, but I totally think it's very sweet. I saw this one this morning. Christmas caramels.
I have a bowl of candy from you that I still look at daily.
I totally forgot about that,
Yes.
Jode. This is a very brand new, hot off the presses, free petite knit pattern. This is her new little holiday freebie pattern. I think you just knit a tube and tie it.
I wonder
How cute is that?
if she would ever do something with us
What?
on location. Like,
Wow.
I wonder if I don't know. Anyway, I just popped into my head. Another.
That would be amazing. And she's got sparkle in there, you guys. That is adorable. And you could put a little ribbon on them and hang them on your
fun stripes.
tree, your bulletin board, whatever. It's just really fun to reset. Like sometimes you're always knitting socks or you're always knitting a sweater. This sort of thing for me is such a fun, it's like veering off the road a little bit. It's just a little bit of a reset, I think you use a little bit of a different part of your brain, like you're creating something different.
I also think if you ever are in that spot where you're like, either I don't know what to cast on because I'm so distracted by the amazing patterns.
Right.
I fall into that category a lot. Or maybe your mojo's gone. Maybe you're just not inspired or you're just not in the mood to cast something on. Whether you think a sweater's too big to overcome, it's never. There's a lot of easy beginner sweaters, so don't ever feel like you can't. But this little item,
Like this is leftovers. We don't have to go buy anything unless maybe you want to get a ball of sparkle if you don't have the
this
sparkle.
is while you're watching a movie. You're going to end up with a finished object.
You could make these for your little, like maybe you've got a knitting BFF or people that don't knit but would just think, you're amazing. Look what you made me. Of course you're a rock star because you can make these awesome things. So sweet, so cute. So I love that she's generously just given that little free pattern for us to make and enjoy for
Thank you,
ourselves.
Petite Knit.
Thank you.
Let's see what else that I found. This sweater, it's called Cinnamon Twist. And I also thought this was stunningly beautiful. It's a brand new pattern. It's knit with Brooklyn Tweed Shelter, and I love it. I'm not going to butcher
That
the
yarn's
name.
amazing.
Kaori Katsurata.
Okay.
Katsurata. I'm sure
it was
that's
in
not right.
Lina magazine issue 23. Is that the winter one coming out?
It's coming out right away, you guys.
Guys, that magazine is loaded with beautiful patterns right now.
Let me just show you. It's ribbing, but it's got a twist. You can see it looks a little different. I'm going to see if I can show you close up. It's got a little twist of something. Hang on. Hold the phone. Okay, here's a better photo. It's got a beautiful braid underneath the arm as well as in the raglan shaping, but it also has the feature of not just ribbing. It's got so much interest. I think it's stunning.
Jodi, I love it.
Being Brooklyn Tweed Shelter, I'm already obsessed because I love that yarn.
That yarn is
that
amazing.
yarn.
And also, Jodi, that Gilead that you love would be perfect for that.
I have so much of it.
Right?
I could knit 12 sweaters.
Okay, so that's worsted weight. You should start knitting your stockings with that.
Yeah.
You have all the colors.
I have all the colors.
It's not like you're going and buying anything. You've got it already. I mean, of course, it would be amazing in a sweater, but
yes.
So what?
Also from that same issue, you guys, and I didn't realize this was that. It's called the Dazzler Sweater by Liza Lewis. I'm sorry. It's bulky. It's 20 stitches. I feel like you could get
This is the one that I thought, oh my God, I can see myself making this.
I feel like you could get that gauge with worsted or DK.
Yeah.
As well as the bigger yarn in
and
the pattern.
fingering and mohair.
Yeah, but look at this. All over color. No wonder it's called the Dazzler.
And I super love it in that classic color combo. It's going to be phenomenal. You're going to see so many colors popping up of that, but
Hold the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Hold the phone.
So many interpretations.
Look at this.
Wow, somebody really had fun. Oh, wow.
Knitting Bunny 47.
Interesting.
Look at her color choice. This is
Wow.
spectacular. It is a finished object, but this just happens to be a really beautiful close-up photo.
Jodi, I love it. Like, I love it. I think...
This
it's very different looking in
sweater.
multicolor and a 2-color.
Is this color changing yarn?
I
want to know what she
That
used.
to me looks like she's used a lot of yarn.
Lang yarn, cloud, tweed, and Isager. No. Alpaca 3.
Yeah. That was the main color, and Lang yarn's cloud tweed is all the contrast.
So it's a color changing yarn she used.
I guess.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's good.
I mean, there's a million ways to do it, right?
Yeah.
One of the little things I made this year, and I've worn it, Jodi's worn it. It actually got a lot of use.
It is color changing.
Okay, that's so cool.
So that was her color way. That was her contrast color. It's color changing.
I love color changing yarn. You know that. We love it. So we love that as much as we love sequins.
You should have worn that today. What were you
I
thinking?
should have worn this today. This is the Party Line Scarf by Casey Apple. And Casey's Young Folk Knits. She's got an amazing YouTube channel. I know you guys...
How do you retain that information?
What?
All that information that you just had. You're so knowledgeable.
I had to think about what it was called.
Nothing stays in my brain.
Yes, it does. Just other things. You know all the housewife stuff.
Not even. I can't name them all.
Oh, okay.
Anything.
Well, I don't know
Nothing
why
stays in
it
my
stuck
brain.
in my brain, but it did. And this was a super quick knit. It's a DK weight pattern. It's one of those tiny scarves that is so much fun to make. And it's got garter sections and then a little offset eyelets. And
Cute.
I really love that. I knit it in one skein of Frankie gray fibers. Not Big Apple. What's the other one that's brighter?
That's Big Apple. On the Vine is not as bright.
On the Vine.
This one is Big Apple.
Or is it Stiletto?
That looks like Big Apple. It's red. Maybe it was Stiletto.
Orangey
so
Stiletto. Bad.
Yeah. I think it's Stiletto. Maybe.
I kind of think so too. If I had only made a Ravelry project page.
I would say it's Big Apple. It looks Big Apple.
Okay. Big Apple.
Is a very bright orangey red.
It's so, it goes with, it's not neutral, but it does go with everything.
You guys, a crisp white shirt and jeans
It's
and a little
really
silver bangle.
Cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
And ever since I've made this, I thought I would like to make one with sparkle. Like, can't you see? Like, say
Yes.
you're going out somewhere and your wardrobe looks like mine and it's all black, but you're going to go out to a holiday party, and wouldn't you love this green or red or something just beautifully sparkly to put on with it?
Yeah.
It's a weekend project.
It's quick.
And, you know, I don't knit a lot of things on DPNs, but it would be faster to knit this on DPNs than on circular needles. You're just flipping, right? Like your project is never wider
Tracie.
than this.
Can you get longer DPNs?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you can get those ones that are like flexi flips, those Addy flexi flips, and they are also longer, but they're sort of bendy in the middle. But anyway, really fun project. And sometimes people are looking this time of year to make a quick knit.
Quick knit ideas, you guys.
And use like maybe you've got a skein of something with cashmere at home.
I know.
That would be a luxurious kind of treat for somebody, right? Love the pattern. It was great. Very straightforward.
Hot off the press.
Her first pattern. That's
Was
really
it
fun and
really?
exciting. Yes.
I love these little things.
She is a
amazing.
YouTube channel that I do watch regularly. She makes not just knitting, she sews.
Oh.
I don't know how she does it, but yeah, she sews really cool garments and knits all kinds of good things. So anyway,
Hot off the presses this morning, a brand new sweater from Jessie Made Designs. We adore her and everything she puts out.
totally.
This is called the Sheer Fluff Sweater, and it's meant to be gauzy and open.
This is very cool.
And oversized. Although
I love the deep folded hem that gives it some weight,
Yeah.
right?
right off the bat, you guys, if the longer exaggerated sleeve or body is not for you, let me just tell you, those are easy mods that you can just knit shorter and completely. Let me just say, Jessie Made makes amazing tutorial-like patterns.
And just like any garment, you can choose the amount of ease you want. That does not look like a ton of ease, but maybe you want yours to be kind of a boxier, shorter, with more ease, just a flowy thing for on top of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you can make that happen with this pattern too.
This is knit with one strand at a 16 stitch gauge.
Wow.
It's very gauzy.
Which is like the OG ranunculus.
Well, and for me, you guys, my love note on a 6mm needle was fingering and mohair held together. I got 16 stitch gauge.
Wow.
So there's options, you guys. I think this is stunning. And let me just say, I haven't gone into the pattern. I know there's going to be tons of mods in here because that's what she does in her patterns. Where to lengthen the sleeve, a different cast on, the different body length. It is a split hem. You can see on the side, it's a split hem. It's really spectacular.
I would actually love something that's meant to go on. Like, I don't.
Now I want this.
Well, and that would work up so fast. And you're not going to do it tunic length. Like, it would be. I see it in my mind, sort of love notey, that kind of silhouette, that kind of length. Something that I just think it's gorgeous. Love it.
It's fitted through the shoulder and upper yoke, slightly oversized in the body with set-in sleeves, a split dipped hem, and optional bust darts.
See?
Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the hem, it's... I don't know if she's holding it double, but I'd have to look in the pattern. But doesn't it look like she's held the
Maybe, or
ribbing
maybe it's
double?
folded. I don't know. And let me tell you, Jessie Made the optional bust darts and the fit in the shoulders, those things alone can be game changers for so many people, right? That you always want your sweater to fit really well through your shoulders. But people that are busty will often pick a bigger size just to fit your chest.
And then it's way too
and
roomy
it's too
in the
big
body.
up here.
And the body, yes.
So Jessie Made has these optional bust dart where you do, like, I assume short rows, and it's by cup size.
Yeah.
So that can be a game changer.
I just bought it. I'm just going to look at it and as we're
I'm definitely
chit-chatting.
going to buy it. She also has a pay what you can scale, I believe, for her patterns. I think, I'm always loved Jessie's patterns.
And of course, she's got all the sizes, you guys. There's back short row shaping. There's armhole shaping, right? Because sometimes that's where our heaviest spot is our arms, and we need some extra room there. She's got you covered.
Yeah, make sure you know your upper sleeve measurement if you're a sweater knitter, because sometimes when we guess, if we put too much fabric there, it just looks like it doesn't fit you. It looks like it's too big, or maybe that's not the look you were going for. It's always good to know.
Yes, it's held double for the cuffs.
Okay,
and
so
the
you don't
bottom.
even have to do anything fancy. You just hold
But
it.
like at a very quick glance, and I'm very familiar with her patterns because I have several of them, and I've knit them. She's like saying where you pick up stitches and add more room if this is what you need to adjust and stuff. I promise you, you guys, her patterns are incredible. So treat yourself and just knit one of hers to begin with. It's amazing.
Star just put up 2 that if you sign up for Jessie's newsletter, you get a welcome email with a discount code
Okay.
for purchasing patterns.
Yeah.
So she is concerned about, financial accessibility as well as, that kind of inclusivity and size inclusivity.
I've never met her. Have we met her once?
No, I don't think so.
She seems like an incredible person. I love everything she does. Her Instagram is really fun to follow.
Yeah.
This sweater is amazing.
I know.
Okay.
I would still love to knit her Great Gingham
Just purchased.
Great Gingham Raglan. Remember?
Yes.
Like that is so cute.
Yeah. I have one more thing that just came out today. I just want to highlight, you guys. We are going to come back next week, but just in case you want to get organized for any MCALs.
Well, we're hoping to come back next week.
Oh, if I happen to have my surgery.
So after this week, we're sort of just waiting for a phone call. It's like feel like we're super pregnant. We're 9 months pregnant. We could get the call any day.
I am hoping that after the first week or two, we can podcast another time before the holidays via not Zoom, but YouTube now has an option where
Or I
you
can come to your house or whatever.
come do it in bed.
Sure.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
But this is from Stephanie Lotvin. It's a merry-making cowl. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's Christmas time, and it's time for a merry mystery make-along.
Ooh.
Where you're going to end up knitting for 12 days, beginning on December 1st and ending on the 12th. It is a cowl, and it is a seamless constructed. There's stranded color work and then some textures. So if you guys are interested in making a seamless in the round cowl with color work, this might be the M cowl for you. I just love these.
I do too. And Stephanie has a million cowl patterns.
Yes.
You can go check them out so you'll know that it's going to be something that I'm sure you'll love.
She just did, didn't she do the Halloween one?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, this is just some of her patterns so you guys get an idea of what they are. They're spectacular
Yes.
is what they are.
Yes. Super fun, super modern and fresh and colorful. I love her vibe.
One other thing I wanted to show you guys that I missed last time, Max has a brand new hat. Floral. Did we show this? I think we might have now that I say it.
I think so.
But
it's
I
super
think
cute.
it's DK so you can hold your fingering together even if you wanted. I did purchase this. I think this is good for like scrap knitting or advent knitting. I just think this would be a fun gift knit.
It's really pretty.
Anything in the smaller scale, I just think this is so gorgeous.
It's really lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to share more minis this was really fun. And now that I see all the sequins, I'm reknitting our fairy lights with sequins, I think. A few years ago, we did our winter box, which was the fairy lights box. And Jodi, all of this is Frankie Gray Fibres yarn. Jodi's adorable little hat with
We've
yarn.
got so many mini kits, you guys, that would work perfectly with any
Yarn
of this.
bowler pom-poms. This is a set of miniature items. I've just got them strung on a little thing here, but they're so cute. This is the Fairy Lights pattern. I super love this little fringe basket weave sock. So you get all of these little designs with all kinds of fun little techniques.
Who doesn't love a mini?
I just think I'm going to start knitting some with sequins too now. I'm going to put the pattern on sale. And then if you guys want to get the pattern and knit little minis for yourself or for gifts, it makes a super cute little garland. But individually, like tie them on gifts, give them as presents. Put them on your tree,
Yes.
right?
Everything.
I'm going to put it on sale right now.
Also, this would be great for those I-cord makers, you guys.
Totally.
Those I-cord things. We've got a few in our shop, but cordsmith, yeah. Wouldn't that be perfect to quickly whip up?
This is, so Autumn is Size Inclusive Collective and also Cordsmith. So you'll see in our shop that we have custom cordsmiths, and Autumn gifted us 2, and we're going to give them to you guys. So this is going to be part of our 12 days of giveaways. You
They're
think
so
you
fun.
don't need an I-cord maker.
They're just fun.
You totally need an I-cord maker. They are super, super fun. And you can actually, if you go to Autumn's Instagram page, there's all kinds of videos, but there's all kinds of things you can do with I-cord. And I-cord's kind of a pain to make, but with this, it's so fast. You're just wrapping the yarn, pulling it through, wrapping the yarn, pulling it through. It grows like crazy. You can use up scraps. You can make a ribbon, wrap it on your present, or you can actually crochet the I-cord or knit the I-cord into something else. Like it's a bulky yarn.
Do you know what I just thought of? Make one long enough to tie a bow and then put on a little hair elastic for girls' hair. Also,
So many things.
A little, for those ornament balls we're talking about, a little hanging loop.
Let me tell you, it is a gadget.
They're so
It's
good.
that thing you didn't think you needed, but it is super fun and easy enough that maybe you got a kid that likes to do crafty stuff.
We're going to order some more.
We are going to order some more.
We have a few in the shop.
And Autumn's got new technology, so now we're going to have like multicolored ones too. So we are going to work with them on another version coming out. But you've got the OG ones in the shop, which are gorgeous and fantastic.
That minis, and I'm gonna plug my minis too.
Yes.
But the minis,
And it works with DK.
if you want to just give a little something to someone, but you don't even, like a hat is just too much, these little minis can be done so quickly, you
Yeah.
guys. You use up the little things that you have. You don't need to purchase anything new.
Yeah.
And they're so heartfelt gifts.
Yeah.
Just a little something that someone can either have on their tree, or maybe they hang it in their car or have it in their house. I think they're adorable.
And if you do put up a tree, I recommend you make yourself something every year, because it never fails, you know, when I'm unpacking things from one year to the next, to kind of like bring a smile to your face of look at the thing I created, and you may have even forgotten that you made it. It's really, really fun. And I know the people that get these little things also feel the same way.
You made me this Santa face.
Yes.
Do you have the pattern? Do you know what it was?
It's so old. It's so good.
Anyway, it's the same thing. It gets packed away. I should put it out in my room, but it gets packed away with my Christmas stuff. And
Yeah.
exactly what you just said. Every year when I unpack these special ornaments, I go, oh,
you just
I
forget,
love it.
right?
Yeah.
And listen, the classic Church Mouse Yarns Jolly Wee Elf. I hardly have any because I knit them for everybody.
I'm going to show that in just a sec.
I'm making a sequin elf this year. I'm making like a Liberace version.
That's so cute.
But yeah, so cute, you guys. I really love a mini.
I'm going to put these on sale too. I've done
Jodi's
3 years
hat
of
vent.
hat vent, and my hat vent was a 6 wee hats, and this is it knit twice. And I used Nicole, a few Loco. She had the most
So
amazing
good.
color. But this is 6 mini hats. And I say to put it on an I-cord, to hang it, droop it on a tree, or swag it on a mirror.
Yeah.
So that was my first one. This is my second one. It kind of looks kind of similar. But I then
Jodi, they're
had
so good, your little hats.
1, 2. Oh, here's the third year. I love the color palette of this one. And each one, there's 6. And then here is 2021. I used a different colorway and all 6 all new patterns.
And again, that can be...
And then 2022, I did 6 more, all new patterns. I had some beads and some color work in this one. A Latvian braid I had done for the very first time. So I've got 4 hat vent patterns. I'll put on sale as well when I'm finished this. But let me bring up the Jolly Wee Elf, because it is a classic. You can knit it in small needles and thinner yarn, or chunkier yarn and bigger needles, and it just gets bigger. I have one from Tracie. She knit me. I also have knit one and gifted one. It's a really great Jolly Wee. Let's see what comes up. Here we go. Jolly Wee Elf. It is so adorable. Jolly Wee Elf by Churchmouth Yarn.
Oh, it's so good.
Sweet.
It is. And they've designed it in a Rowan felted tweed, I think. But you can use any little DK yarn you like. You can use fingering and mohair. Listen, you can follow it on bulky yarn as long as your needle matches the, gives you a nice tight fabric. You just get a bigger elf. You don't even have to change the pattern. Just follow it.
Self-striping yarn for the elf's body. Like, you could have so much fun knitting this elf, and every single one could be different.
Yeah.
You just give it a little personality. You can even, like, stitch little eyes or a little mouth or nose. I think
they are adorable. You don't
really
need
cute.
anything, like you don't need little eyes, but you could definitely embroider. That would be so cute to have just the little.
I had fun just on Ravelry, if Ravelry is something that you use, or you could do the search in Instagram or even on Pinterest, you guys. Holiday gift ideas, knitting,
Yes.
or miniature ornament knitting. Just do a search. I promise you, you'll find a million ideas or inspiration. Ornaments. There we go. I'm just searching in Ravelry. And look, I just put in ornament, and this is what's come up. A million things to give you inspiration. Look at these tiny miniature socks.
I know. Isn't that fun?
Right. Tiny tree socks by Summer Lee. Who knew she had that?
Oh, I did not know that.
Just let me see. When did that come out? Oh, 3 years ago that came out. Of course she has mini socks. And there's a million different things to check out. Also for Summer Lee, you guys, she had a pattern that I hadn't seen before that I was kind of inspired by. Anyway, any of her sock patterns I'm totally inspired by.
Yeah, totally. She's so talented.
Okay, so.
Okay, I have one more thing to share, but it's actually a few things, but it's bags.
Oh.
Project bags. Also another thing that people love to give as gifts. Or gift yourself. Hello, who are we kidding here? The Blueberry Gabs, who is Jodi. She's in Ontario. She's a Canadian maker. She has really fun fabrics. And she had, oh my God, I love this. This is a biggie. I don't know what it's called, but it's like sweater size. I loved the whole quilt kind of looking, but I also loved the color palette and thought,
that's beautiful. Heavy duty.
Heavy duty.
Yeah. Metal zipper.
Waxed canvas bottom. Very nice zipper and pull, kind of heavy duty. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It is. And then she had sort of like the smaller project bag too.
Oh, cute.
Isn't it cute?
That's a little granny square crochet fabric. That's pretty.
Yeah. Isn't that great? Mm-hmm. So these
Did you buy these, all of them?
Yes. And these are going to go for 12 days of giveaways. I thought they looked holiday-like, really fun, but not necessarily like...
Not everyone celebrates Christmas.
No. I mean,
so we want to be mindful, but
totally.
Like through the winter, the holidays, whichever.
Absolutely. It's just a beautiful bag. And then people will just love using it throughout the year. But I did buy myself one. When we missed shopping at the Yarn and Whiskey booth at a Woolen Affair, Tammy, I knew I needed one of her bags.
That's a cool bag.
This is kind of like a little box pouch, but look at the fabric.
Beautiful.
I love daisies, and I just thought this color palette was so beautiful. This is Yarn and Whiskey.
I mean, orange and blue are across the color wheel, so they're perfect complementary colors. But aren't they beautiful together?
So gorgeous. So gorgeous. This literally just came yesterday. I barely got a chance to look at it.
Beautiful bag maker.
She is. And I mean, Tammy is like a fashion artist. Like, she designs fabrics. She is a graduate.
That is a good bag.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's called the Daisy Age Pouch. I think it's what it says. Anyway, she sent a cute little thank you note she made cards with her fabric I mean,
she
it's,
designed, I don't want to say she designed that, but she designs the most beautiful fabrics that she then sews
this is
with.
like little bits. Like there's glue. Like this is separate from.
Oh, that's cute.
So this is 3 different fabrics. Anyway, it's treasure.
Beautiful.
Beautifully made bag. I'm so happy that now I finally have one. And I'm going to load up some kind of like a sock or a hat or something. I love that it's so portable and handy, but you can get all kinds of styles. She has beautiful, beautiful stuff. So,
I was bummed to have missed her booth.
well, the good news is we can buy from her shop anytime.
Of course.
But she has so many beautiful fabrics. It's fun to choose for yourself because some of them are really different.
So, Yarn It All, I'm very inspired by her and her patterns, but look about Chunky Knits, you guys. She's got a beautiful Instagram and she designs these hats. Talk about quick, fast knits
Bulky yarn
for
for
holidays.
the win.
This one is coming soon, but aren't her patterns gorgeous?
Yes. And that yarn.
It's all
wow.
A lot of it's the Malabrigo yarn. Malabrigo does beautiful yarn.
I feel like you can.
Jill DeMarco
Okay.
is
My new website.
yeah.
Yarnitallbyjill.com.
She has tons of knitting patterns.
They look amazing.
They look really amazing. Talk about a quick knit. You can get one of these done in an evening.
Oh yeah.
You could have everybody wearing your knit hats by the time the holidays come.
Yes, that Malabrigo Rasta, the bulky weight, it's hand painted yarn.
Yeah.
It makes phenomenal one skein. Like it's just so beautiful.
Okay, these are mistletoe socks, you guys, and they are so adorable. The pattern is sold separately. This is the yarn. Northfield Yarn I'm showing has kits for it, but is called the mistletoe socks.
And it's an amble yarn, which I love.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Mistletoe socks. Just a little tiny blip there with a little bit of color work. The colors are beautiful in this kit. The bluey green, that's really pretty. Also, these were really fun, you guys.
so
it's time to trim
cute.
the tree. It's a brand new pattern. It's Trim the Tree Socks. And it's fingering or DK, you guys. Look at
Cute.
with all the lights.
Yeah, those are adorable.
Yeah.
Also, in the world of Colorwork socks, Charlotte Stone's new book comes out like next week, very, very soon.
I can't wait to see
I'm
it.
dying to see it. It's a whole book of new Colorwork designs for those of us that love to knit Colorwork socks. So I'm sure you know, but now you know for sure.
Let's see what else. These are really fun socks.
Oh, that's cute.
Let's give Santa a warm welcome. Pattern will be ready soon, but I just want to show you. It's Larry Knits.
Wow.
Little Santa socks.
I see those as shorties.
Totally.
Little white cuff. Cute. There's so much inspiration out there. You don't have to look that far to find something that maybe makes you smile for the holidays, which I hope you found something today.
I don't think this is a very new pattern, but it was new to me, or I was inspired by, it's a Talsta tank,
Yeah.
and it's not new, but this one jumped out at me, thought this was a really cute vest with the color she used.
So the linen t-shirt I made this summer was the Tolsta Tee.
Yeah.
So it's a series of patterns by Rebecca Clow. And I love the tank.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And actually that pattern, there's like a V-neck and a halter. Like there's all kinds of options in her patterns. You get way bang for your buck with her patterns.
Okay, you guys, look at
Oh, I
these.
saw this.
Okay, look at
Is that out yet? Because I'd like to buy that pattern.
Look at these Christmas balls. And it's actually knit. You don't have to use the form of the ball, although it does keep a really firm, beautiful shape. You can stuff them, but look how stunning these are.
Yeah.
And then do you embroider, do you think?
Well, I think that's knitted. That's,
Do you think
all
that's all
that
knitted?
bluey purple thing? That's
She'll do it's Hunter Hammerstein, and she's going to do a pattern for it, but oh my God. Yeah, I am following. So just,
Okay, so help me out here.
yeah, really cool.
Kits for these.
Wow. So watch or follow Hunter Hammerstein. Those were just completely stunning. They blew me away. Okay, this is the other vest, you guys. It's the Tuku warmer slipover cowl. It's
Ooh,
the
I love
sweater
that.
designed by our friend Tina from Finland.
Oh, I love that.
It is spectacular. The Tuku warmer slipover. Look at this. It's a lot of it is garter stitch. But look at the fuzz.
Don't you just love
Look
garter
at the
stitch?
fuzz. I believe this was knit in her brand new yarn. Oh, it's from the Nordics Knits magazine.
Ah,
From the Lina book. So it's not available on its own yet. But if you buy the Nordic Knits magazine by Lina,
yes.
you'll find that slipover pattern. Isn't that
I have to
great?
get one of those.
Maybe that's it for today.
Okay.
Thank you,
This
BJ.
was
Oh my
great.
God. BJ's fingers are going to be so sore.
We have one more thing.
Okay, good.
And it's so fun. Don't leave yet.
I have my Jones Road too. I'm going to share at the end.
There we go. Here we go. We thought it was going to be short, and it's totally not. I have a surprise for you. It's a special gift from our friend Vanessa and her friend Jeannie.
Have you opened yours?
Yes. I'm not going to lie. Yes. Vanessa Van Ray Knits.
Yes.
Phenomenal designer, crochet, knitter, fashionista. She's been coming out with the most beautiful patterns.
She's so fun, you guys.
She sent us a gorgeous kit, including her. Where is it?
We met her for the first time in Rhinebeck.
Finally.
We've chatted with her online, but finally got to meet
Feels
her
like
in
I've
person.
loved her forever. She just released her white-winged dove, yes, Stevie Nicks reference, shawl, and the honeycomb dreams, which she was wearing, and
Oh, it was spectacular.
oh my gosh, so gorgeous.
She has branded herself so beautifully, you
Yeah.
guys.
Also someone with very, very fashion background, fashion
Fashion school.
degree. Yeah,
It's filled with treats.
it is. So Vanessa's got her own website. She has so many beautiful patterns. And she totally treated us.
This is that art yarn that's like silk fabric cut into small strips and made into yarn, you guys.
So this is the Fiber Genie. Who is Jeannie?
Oh, it's
I
spectacular.
gasped. It's
Did you?
100% recycled sari silk chiffon ribbon. And this color is called the Empty Nester.
What?
I
Wow.
can't even. Isn't that stunning?
Look how subtle it is, but gorgeous.
It just feels. It's the lightest, softest, elegant, beautiful. This is the Fiber Genie. She said she's so very excited for you to try my yarns and Vanessa's beautiful patterns.
She's given.
So Vanessa's super inspired by this yarn. The shawl is knit up in this yarn. The top of the honeycomb dreams is crocheted in this yarn. Vanessa's just, they're both incredibly.
I cannot wait to try this.
So they have just collaborated
Wow.
and made these stunning, I mean,
Look at that.
recycled sari silk. It's just complete and total. Also art, right? And also the cutest sock set. So
It's beautiful.
I just couldn't even get over it. And what else is there?
Oh, this.
Yeah, bulky.
Bulky. You guys,
Super bulky.
oh my gosh. It's my unicorn.
So check out the
This is
Fiber Genie. Check
stunning.
out Vanessa Van Ray Knits.
Vanessa, thank you. You are so kind.
This felt like Christmas. This is
Thank you for the yarn,
Thank
ladies.
you, Jeannie and Vanessa, and you guys have to follow them if you're not already because the inspiration is so unique. I just feel like they're doing
so
something
beautiful.
so unique, and I'm such a fan.
The aesthetic for the yarn and Vanessa that come together is perfectly matched.
Yeah, that's like nothing I've ever seen, and it's blows my mind. I'm so inspired by that.
I had more knitting.
Well, then let's see it.
Then I got.
Who are you?
This is why I got up this morning to knit, because I wanted to knit enough so you guys could see how beautiful it was knitting up.
Jodi.
Our Moondrake collaboration that was in our Grocery Girl shop is so spectacular. I just wanted to knit with it myself, and I wanted to knit kind of like a plain kind of straight hat. And so I'm knitting my folded brim beanie, which you just cast on, knit 4 inches, and then, do the half and then keep going. Anyway, it's a very plain, very vanilla.
Jeannie's there. Thank you. Oh,
Thank you, Jeannie. You're very kind. So this is the Moondrake collab. This is the fingering and mohair duo.
So this is Moon Girl's color?
This is the Moon Girls color. Yeah. We don't have any more of the Moon Girls sock set. We will order some more. But you can get it in a mohair fingering duo.
Everybody loved Rochelle's
this, you
yarn.
guys.
I can't wait. I'm definitely making something. Jodi, that's amazing.
So I just got into it and I'm having the most. Listen, for me, speckles are spectacular. So to be able to knit and just see it appear and the speckles and the colors.
And fingering weight and mohair. Like you had me at
look at the
fuzzy speckles, gorgeous.
Right.
That's so beautiful.
I'm having the most fun. So I've done that, and God, people love these. Anyway, these little stitch stoppers.
Yeah.
This replaced the bulky things. Like, who knew we needed these? We said, like, they're so amazing.
And I was all, you don't need all the gadgets. No. This is one of the gadgets you also need. I used to think, I can just pick up my stitches, but why? Like, just keep them on your needles. This is like a little safety thing.
Stitch stoppers.
Adorable.
Yeah.
They come in such cute shapes. I'm total convert for life.
So, yeah, I did have more knitting.
Jodi, I'm so happy to see your knitting.
Okay, that's it. Just Jones Road.
Okay.
So Tracie and I were lucky enough, we said, we went to the flagship store, the Jones Road Beauty. We were such giant fans. To see it in person and have them color match, I actually was a little different than the color match that I thought I was.
This was the very end of a long trip. I was really looking forward to getting home. And then one of the knitters we ran into said, get a hotel in Montclair, New Jersey. It's really close to the airport. And go to Jones Road. And we were like, excuse me? That was a game changer.
Right.
So thank you, because she knew already that we were big fans and use it all the time.
And it's funny because I had bought their foundation.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it when I first tried it because I didn't realize that you weren't supposed to add a moisturizer if you're going to use this in the morning on your face, because then it just sits on top of it and feels like you've got too much. Spackle. So you guys,
it is a tinted moisturizer, so you don't moisturize
This
first.
is a tinted moisturizer. And all you do, you can use your finger, but I just use their really nice blush. And look what a beautiful finish. You don't feel like you've got foundation on.
No.
And it just gives you this amazing glow.
I love it.
And
I'm not a foundation person.
It's buildable if you wanted more coverage, but it's very, very light coverage.
So I just thought when we went to the Jones Road store, you would just walk in and like go to Sephora. Like you buy this, you buy that. But you're actually going in and you're getting some time with a makeup artist.
Like a consultant.
You go in and you put your name on the list and they call your name when it's your turn. And I was a little bit taken aback because she goes, well, what do you want? What do you want to do today? And I was like,
I don't know.
Shop? I don't know. So I did. I said to her, okay, well, here's the things. I have a lot of your stuff already, but I don't really know which face stick is my color. I don't really know which. So she matched my skin tone to the sticks and the foundation, which was worth every visit. Like now I'm good. Like I already have so much of the stuff.
I actually would have said no thank you if it was an option. I am so glad to get the product. You needed to see a consultant, kind of. Like if you knew what you wanted, you could ask for it. But to get those 15, 20 minutes consultant
awesome.
for free, you guys.
Awesome.
And she showed me how to use this. So it's like effortless makeup. It's no makeup for every day.
It's clean makeup that is also skincare.
Yeah.
All of the things that, you know, we live in a very dry climate.
Yeah.
My skin is kind of dry. So this kind of just I just put it on with my finger and then use the brush. But I just kind of, you only need a pea size amount, which
So little.
also is probably what I was doing wrong.
Oh,
because yes, I bought this when it came out. I'm like, Jones Road, I love everything they do. I'm going to try it. Yeah, no, obviously I knew I was doing something wrong because it's amazing. It was my fault. Love it. Love it.
So I quickly start with that in the morning. The next thing I would do is, this is the neutralizer crayon. So I use this for under my eyes. And you put a little eye cream on first so you're not pulling at the skin. Who knew that? You do a little brightening under the eyes. Then, I've talked about this before, they're cream blush. But not only this, you can put it on your lip.
yeah, it's a lip
It's amazing.
and cheek.
Lip and cheek. And you just literally, you guys don't need the brushes. You just use it with your fingers. You always want to add a little blush. There's several colors of this for any skin tone. It's amazing. This one is actually called Bright Pink. And that's their blush cream stick.
There's a mauvey one, English
Amazing.
rose. There's some kind of rosy brown. I like
Yes.
that one too.
We also got the kit. But they're little palettes of eyeshadow. This is called Just a Sec. And that can be worn every day. And this one's called, this is called Just a Sec eyeshadow.
Just a Sec is the product, and it comes in a bunch of different
This
colors.
one's topaz.
Yeah.
I can't really read this other one. Something brown. This came in a kit. But literally,
Cool brown, I think.
I just use my finger. It's just a little bit of sparkle, you guys. You don't even need eyeshadow, but this just adds a little
awesome.
something.
Yeah.
We in the kit. Okay, we talked about this before, you guys.
This is why I bought the kit.
This, you could only get this in the kit. You've also got the brush.
Yeah.
This is a pot of eyeliner.
Gel eyeliner.
And I'm not going to put it on because it's going to be ridiculous.
I put it on. It's awesome. I wear it every day.
You just smudge it on the top of your eyelid.
Yeah.
Right after you do eyeshadow, and it's beautiful. I didn't think I wanted brown. It's good with brown.
Just try it. Bobby will just try it.
I said, no, I don't want that. I want the black one.
Yeah.
It only comes in this color right now.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's a super dark espresso-y kind of brown.
Oh, it's so
and I am
good.
not someone that's good with makeup. I'm not good with foundation. I'm not good with all that kind of stuff. This is stuff I can do in 5 minutes. Right? And I don't switch things up a lot. It's pretty much the same old every single day. But this little Miracle Balm is what we sort of got into Jones Road for.
This small pink cheeks one, you guys, came in this kit that was available. I think it's still available. But this is that you would add to your cheeks. You could add it to your lips. You
Everywhere.
Could add it wherever you want some color. This is spectacular.
Yeah.
This is a game changer.
So I did my bronzer powder a little bit, but then always a little bit of the Miracle Balm as a tint.
This is pink cheek. This is pinched cheeks, and this one is called Magic Hour. Now, the reason this is so small is because around the holidays, they do a pick 4 because normally it comes in a big pot.
Yeah.
So then you can pick 4 to try them, but this is Magic Hour. This is a little bit of bronzing, so you can add a little bit of,
This one's just sparkle.
but you can add.
It adds this.
See, for maturing skin, you guys, I don't like to use any powder. It looks cakey.
Yeah.
It falls into the creases if you've got them. But this just adds a touch of sparkle. It's not going to cake up your face.
Some of them are shimmery. Some of them are tinted with color. And some of them are just sparkle. And there's actually one that's completely color-free. It's the Au Naturel. And it is just like moisturizing balm. But it does give you that little
bit of like a highlight.
I'm not like the biggest makeup person, but
No.
I do want to be a little polished, right? I just want to feel put together. I love that this is good for my skin. I feel really good in it. As an aging middle-aged woman,
What?
like dark circles under my eyes and skin colors, all of these things, I'm totally fine with aging. I'm not trying to look 25. I just want to feel good in my skin.
Yeah.
And so that's what this does for me. So I love that. And I love that their models are just real people that I can see my age and my, I can see basically myself reflected in their advertising and stuff. I love it.
This is called the face pencil to help neutralize any blemishes. But what was the face pencil for?
So the neutralizer one is the one you put on first, and it'll neutralize the undertones of your under eye circles
And any blemishes. No?
I use the other, and then you'll have a color that is your face pencil, like your face color, and that is sort of like the concealer or the correct, and then that one will cover up maybe a little dark spot or a blemish or whatever. But the neutralizer goes on first, sort of as like a base coat to neutralize. Apparently, I have green undertones. Who knew? So I'm the peachy. Light peach neutralizer, and yours the light pink. So I bought the light pink before, and I have it for you.
Okay, good.
So I've got another one for you.
You're right.
I'm face pencil number 7.
Okay, just a minute. Face pencil, shade 3.
Okay.
Very different.
Yeah, very different.
I had picked a 4 for myself, if I'm honest, so it wasn't exact. It's not terrible.
I had a 3 and anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, it was so much fun to go there and have one of their artists to chat with.
I'm really enjoying aging most days, but this just makes me feel pretty.
Star just said she never leaves her house, and I totally feel you, Star. I work from home. I basically go to like the grocery store and nowhere, but I hear you. Like I totally feel you. Like, do I need to put on makeup? Not really, but it feels. It's very minimal. Like, it's not like I'm wearing a face full of whatever, but I always put on mascara. I don't know.
Here's the thing.
6 or 7 minutes.
I probably don't put this on if I'm going to be staying at home.
Yeah.
But a touch of sparkle on my eye, a swipe of the mascara, and some cheek, you just feel good. This is one of my favorite mascaras right now. I'm a giant L'Oreal fan.
That's a nice one.
This is the kind of brush I like.
It's good.
This is a really good one. I actually love using the waterproof because I find I get dark under my eyes if it's not waterproof mascara. If I use waterproof, I don't get any transfer under my eyes.
Huh. Interesting. Good idea.
Yeah.
I never buy waterproof, but that's a good reason to buy that.
This no makeup, this Jones is a game changer. I wish I had bought stocks in it if it was a publicly
I'm just so glad to know that it's out there. It's not available anywhere in Canada that you can just go purchase it. So it's always an online thing, but fast shipping, really great service.
Yeah. Wanda was my consultant.
Yeah.
She's actually been with Bobby since Bobby Brown.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was great.
Anyway,
we had fun.
I feel like it's time to say goodbye to our friends.
Yeah.
It's been another amazing, fun visit for us. I hope you guys had a good time. From hopefully some inspiring knits for you. And we're going to get on our My 15 Minutes. Was that what it was called?
Yeah.
My 15 Minutes. Okay.
What was the hashtag? My 15 minutes?
We're gonna yeah. We'll send out a newsletter.
If you want to
we'll do something on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Between
now and Christmas.
Let's do that.
Let's start that.
I don't think it's a bad thing to do for yourself every day.
Yeah. Let's start it now. And then people can chat.
All of these things that are going on in the background when we are making and crocheting, and they say it's, a stress buster and relieves, high blood pressure and all of those things. Who knew? I'm just doing it because I feel like I love the making, but there are very, very real benefits, meditative benefits for all of us. So I think we should do it every day. But yes, let's start it now.
Thank you, Star.
I'm very excited. Thank you, Star and BJ.
Thank you, BJ.
Mwah. You guys are the best. Thank you if you were joining us live or later.
Our plan is to be here next week,
unless
I've had surgery. We'll let you know. Just follow us here on
Chances
YouTube.
are we'll be here next week.
Follow us here on YouTube.
If you subscribe, you'll get notifications so that you don't miss when we go live, because today is not our normal day. It's usually
what we
Thursday.
could also do is schedule it. Then people get that notification.
Oh.
That's an option on YouTube.
Okay. Well, we should do that too.
8 years in, we'll figure it out.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Okay.
Talk
to you later.
You guys have the best week. I will see you next time, and I think that'll be next week. So, mwah, take care.